listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
We on? All right. Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Episode 6 of the Midnight Oil. I'm your host for this evening and every Wednesday night at 9:30. From 9:30 to 12. I'm Mighty Jai. And I got my sister, my co-host, as always, the Don, all the time with all the shine. What's going on? Don Rock. What's going on?
Doing good. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. I'm here. We back at it like we supposed to be. So let's just get right into it. You know what I mean? We got some church announcements. Not as much as we had last week. We know we was coming into a festive holiday. You know, Valentine's Day. Hope everybody Valentine's Day was good. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got a few announcements. Well, two really, just a couple. Let's see. The third Thursday mixer is going to be going down right over here at Urban Drinkery. We're going to start doing this thing every third Thursday from 6:30. 6 to 9. And I'm trying to pull up the information. Bear with me. Right over here off the Deuces. I hate like looking. I don't be wanting y'all to see me looking at my phone while I'm doing this. I'll be like, golly. Right. Tomorrow, February 17th, right here at Urban Drinkery from 6 to 9. The address, 2184 9th Avenue South, right off the Deuces. Come over here, hang out, meet some movers and shakers around the city, meet some beautiful people, have a good convo. Right over here at Urban Drinkery. Shout out to Chandra. She been over here getting her space right slowly but surely. She got her own spirits. You know, I keep hearing about this cognac berry mix.
Oh, yeah.
I really gotta get into it. You know, so yeah, y'all come down once again. Right on down here to Urban Drinkery. Happy Hour Hustle is going to be the name of it. Every third Thursday, starting tomorrow from 6 to 9. So get right off from work. You know, you ain't got to, change clothes if you don't want to. Unbutton your top button. You know what I'm saying? Take that little knitted cardigan off. Come straight over here, have you a drink, and unwind. You know what I mean? From 6 to 9. So it's going to wrap up at a good hour so you can get ready for your Friday. Once again, Urban Drinkery, every third Thursday, 2184 9th Avenue South. My phone had went out.
All my notes on my phone this episode too.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Don, you got a function coming up. You got a little function. Tell us about it.
So the event that I've been talking about the past few episodes, the Backyard Boogie, will actually be this Saturday. I'm so hype. It's our 90s dance party. We're gonna host this right at the Bottomville Studios. Big shout out to Bottomville. I'm putting this event together with two brands, Shabazz and also Splitter World. We just want to bring this Amber Alert just threw me off.
I hate them things. I hate them things, man. Like, whatever that situation is, Lord bless it. For real. Like, I cringe every time I get them. Like
facts. So yeah, on a brighter note, we're gonna be at Bottomville Studios this Saturday. And I also, just for anybody who's watching right now, I gotta say thank you and shout out to everybody that came through and supported me this weekend. My pop-up shop Friday was absolutely love. My boy AD slid through. You know what I'm saying? He got the drip on right now. You feel me? That was fire. Big shout out to the factory. That was amazing. I DJ'd at the My Black is Beautiful exhibition, and that was pretty dope. And then we brought energy and vibes to the Deuces on Sunday, and I had a few people kind of pop up to every event to pull up on me. So I really do appreciate that. And if you trust my vibes, then know that this Saturday will be nothing short of a great experience. So pull up on us this Saturday.
Definitely. Yeah, I told you I had to pull up Saturday to the factory. It was a nice little vibe going on over there, man.
Yes.
You know, caught you outside doing what you do. I had done walked. I'm like, hey man, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you
Yeah.
playing over here? Walked over, you know, seen some art. You know what I mean? They got a nice little space over there. So yeah, shout out to that. Please follow the Don.
Facts. Oh, and also big shout out to Wave Theory. They actually booked me last minute to come out and DJ with them last night, and that was absolutely amazing. The energy that they are curating over there at the Shuffle Tampa is dope, and everybody was very receptive to the music that I wanted to play. So that was dope. We've been outside, and it's been fun.
To Mike Mass.
Big shout out to Mike Mass
over there doing this thing over in Tampa.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But other than that, hey, listen. Like I said, it's episode 6. We getting better and better. We keeping it going. We got a special guest tonight. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely get into his product and get into his business, literally and figuratively. We got Jared Carter in the building, the man behind Red Lady Rum Punch. Yeah, good brother, good brand, good product, you know. So I definitely believe in what he doing. Anybody I bring up, I believe in what they doing, you know. So we gonna definitely get into that. But before we get into that though, we gonna get into this first mix. You know what I mean? By the Don, all the time, all the shine. So yeah, stick with us. You know how we do. We get these announcements out the way, then we get into this mix to kind of get y'all settled. So you hear me say it a lot. We're just trying to connect with you where you at. So go ahead, wind down, you know, fix them plates, wipe down them kitchen counters, shut the kitchen down, get your reps in. If you on the night shift, go ahead, move them boxes, move them crates, that forklift, stock them shelves. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you're doing, we just trying to connect with you where you at. This your boy Mighty Jai, my co-host Don Rock, episode 6 of the Midnight Oil. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Let's get into this mix.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Fuck that shit, drop the beat, K, let's get it.
A real player shit, so break them on. Yes, sir. Well, alright. Icy white Nike stepping out like Ike with a bitch smack. For pistol packing pimps represent on the hit track. The microphone freak. All my bitches petite, I keep the thick mamas on call. Got donka-donks for weeks. The Holy Ghost, a true gangster Mac, let's have a toast. The nigga with the most, preaching I make a gross. The funky rhyme sayer, 30 and over slayer. Need some game, just say a prayer. Got pussy everywhere. The God, the truth, swaggin' the ballet boots. Or Gucci when it gets warm, stay proper on the loose. The 1-2 stepper, push it like salt and pepper. Hella hoes up in my sector, got static, no selector. The fat raps making fiancés, I'ma take them. They know the deal, give them dick and then I'm skating. The audio serving, the pop I'm still stirring. Known to whip a brick for the players on bourbon. The spicy Mac flavor for Captain Ho Savers. Shit ain't that sweet, you gon' pay me now later. The trick still tricking, your bitch still picking. Choose up or die, ain't no premature pimping. This prime time work, bagging bitches and skirts. Bending corners just to show off, flyest thing on the earth. Talking all white type, pimping bitches and dice. Moving units just to get more, stand below the height.
Now let me tell you right now, we not making music for no soft ass, bitch ass, none of that. Ooh, nah.
Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me.
Nah.
Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me, man.
Motherfuckers thought they had it on lock, I tell them open the safe. A hoe, I put a hoe in her place. They show me love all the time. Motherfucker, it ain't nothing to rhyme. Got my tax bracket cracking, filling W9s out. It's my house. I was in the pros, you was only at the tryouts. Tell your coach to put your ass in timeout. It is what it is and it be what it be. Oh yeah. If it ain't easy, leave it to me. Oh yeah. Homie, I don't need a hoe. Wonder why I keep her though. She got that bump, like how the speakers go. Kick it on the FIFA flow. You fucking with a Jedi. On my left side, I got C-3PO. Do it big, keep it low. Swear that I'm a genius though. Why I'm in line at the club like Emilio? I sit at home, rich alone, victim moan, money talk. This is mine, get your own. This the fucking money shot. Yeah. It's been a minute. It's another Saturday night. Yeah. Ben's cool. Green dicky suit, you lied. You say I ain't the truth. That's what I do. I stay high. Halfway shut eyes when I came through. Comfort of the dress, it's the salt and the sweat. On course to collect the check. Give these little boys something to respect. You could be the man on somebody else's set. No baby steps, I move like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm trying to have right my hand next everybody. Drive-in theater. Bought it this morning, drive it like I stole it. Parking left and running like I really don't want it. We been bending corners, bent like elbows. Been anywhere that cash go. Bought it this morning, drive it like I stole it. Parking left and running like I really don't want it. We been bending corners, bent like elbows. Been anywhere that cash go. Checking my mirror for them suckers. Coast clear, turn up that music like another this, that. Mink coat flow, I wrote this in the summer. Poolside high school, you motherfucker. To the rules we abide by on this side. Members only like the jacket. I grew up amongst some criminals, check their jackets. Known for action with them ratchets. While I was just coolin', writing raps, eating snacks and shit. 300 racks I spent just to sit back and get high in the mud. Looking down on them scrubs. How could you hate your brother when I'm just like you? Except I did what I said that I would do. Erase the hate and let the sun shine through. Apply yourself, fool. You can live out your dreams too. Imagination can create the truth. Every brick that built my mansion will provide the proof. Recognize he riding Bentleys when he coming full. Like a set of 4 Giottos on the living room. Luxury shit, fuck with me, bitch. Capital G, the weather nice out. I'm hitting the switch. I'm in the streets. 13-inch, triple gold D's. Strike a pose. A picture worth 1,000 words, I suppose. Picture me rolling with your golden chosen. Who you thought would hold it down for you, but she clowned you under pressure. So unprofessional, high beyond measure. Sharing the treasure with my fellas. Oh, she down for the jets, bruh. No tricking, no financial. Strictly finesse, bruh. On to the next, bruh. Find a way I live up.
I never met Muhammad Ali. Wish I did.
My brother saw him, Champ told him nothing is real. Gave me the chills, thought about it, that's how I feel. We on autopilot, no captain behind the wheel. My whole career I steered away from features, but I figured it's perfect timing to embrace new leaders. Accepting my position as the master teacher, I make cash deposits before the first flashy diamonds, that's waterworks. Sassy models, the curviest brothers you knew from the sandbox and do you the dirtiest. Government assistance, poverty is big business. Overrun the Senate, both parties got policies built for the wicked. Look in the jungle, you gotta move like an animal. Prey on the predators, go at anybody that challenge you. Boardrooms, courtrooms, it'll leave you with war wounds. I ain't wanna be this cold-hearted, but I was forced to. Wore my sneakers like Run DMC did. Important to black culture like Spike Lee is. He got game. I wish my mom could see this, see the man that he is. Moments you can't relive. Like taking your first swim. Like still being a virgin. Taking training wheels off the rims. Moving in your first crib or having your first kid. Moments you can't relive. Like your first time bugging from something that I said. Yo, I wish I met Sister Soldier.
Night blows, stoves don't work, hoes at work, a warrior, so I wear 'em on my shirt. Night blows, stoves don't work, hoes at work, a warrior, so I wear 'em on my shirt. Wish I was free as Che was. I spend a day buzz, tripping on hypes, wishing for nights and different flavors. The age of Cain and Big Daddy, show body caddies. Uncle's named Larry, they really never grabbed me. My mother gave birth, but she really never had me. Left to the hood to play daddy. Raised my niggas named Butch Scooter Baby. Well, wait, so they wait, they status on the streets, license plates to say they. Motto, this is Chicago in the heyday. Similar to good times, I guess that I was JJ, a skinny nigga. Young girls with penny figures. So many niggas stacked upon each other. It's the black upon each other that we love so much. Wonder how many of us as drugs go touch. Used to gangbang, ain't really thug that much. Rather have some thick broads in the Dutch to clutch. Went to school in Baton Rouge for a couple of years. My college career got down with a couple of beers. Came back home, now I gotta pay back loans. Same niggas, same block, same shit they own. Only thing different quicker, they click that chrome. In my defense, yo, I had to hit that zone. Man to man, I'm good working with my hands. My generation never understood working for the man. And of being broke, I ain't a fan. Now I stand in the same spot as my old man. My life, I plan not to be on this corner. I still wanna see California, but this...
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
We back.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in and keeping it locked right here to episode 6 of the Midnight Oil.
We working out the technical.
Hey, you know, all the
right?
time. It's all good.
Oh, then he ain't wasting no time.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready, man.
Man, y'all been having us waiting.
Yeah. So that last mix was by the Don, all the time with all the shine. DJ Don Rock. I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as we did. Like I said, it's episode 6 of the Midnight Oil. All right. So just let y'all know the ways that y'all can tune in real quick. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Power Plug Radio. You can also call up to the station. Somebody spit out the number real quick. 727-686-05.
Teamwork make that dream work.
12. There it is. 727-686-0512. You can go to the website www.powerplugradio.com. You can tell Alexa to play Power Plug Radio. And you can download the app in the App Store or Google Play. But please, if you feel free, got some time, you want to call up to the station. We definitely love that. And we also, too, love the engagement on the YouTube channel. So once again, I can't thank y'all enough for staying up, keeping it locked right here with the Midnight Oil podcast. All right. So I told you we got a special guest, man. I met this cat about 4 years ago.
Yeah, about 3-4 years ago.
Met him through my cousin Frank. He said, "May, man, listen, I know this cat, man. Y'all could probably help each other." I'm like, "What he do?" He was like, "He got alcohol." I said, "What, he bootlegging?" I say, "He bootlegging." And you know, he came through with his product, spoke passionately about it. I tasted it. I like it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, like I'm, you know, I like my man hustle, and I've watched him take his baby from still at a grassroots hustle, a very grassroots hustle. You know what I'm saying? Going wherever he can, whether it's locally, statewide, internationally. I be seeing them, you know. I be seeing you hop on flights. I see them banners, man. So at different functions, different events, you know what I mean. So I was like, we gotta bring my brother to the station, man. So without further ado, I want to welcome to the Midnight Oil Podcast, episode 6, the good brother, the man behind Red Lady Rum Punch. Jared Carter, how you doing this evening?
Doing well, man. Better than most people, man.
I hear that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
No problem. We thank you for being here. Man, let's get right into it.
Okay.
How did this come about? Like, because I done been to some parties, you know, back in the day.
I got you.
And, you know, I'm familiar with Rum Punch. I used to see cats, they dump out, a hotel party, they dump out the garbage can or stop up the sink, and you just...
Or a cooler.
Yeah, or whatever.
We all know the cooler.
We finna empty it out, and we finna fill it back up, and we finna go crazy.
Yeah, man.
But you took it to a whole nother level, and you was like, I can make this profitable.
Yeah, real deal. Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? How, like, what was the moment where it was like, man, I'm not finna play with this no more. I can do this.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this, the opening, how it all started, right? In college, I used to be a promoter. You know what I mean?
Hey.
My buddy was a DJ. Best friend was a DJ. Shout out to the Carter administration back in the day. And man, we sitting on the couch eating Popeyes. And I'm like, man, let's throw a party. And he's like, man, what you mean? Like, well, I mean, why? I said, it just feel right. So I guess I was an unofficial mixologist before the term was very popular. You know what I mean? So I go in the kitchen. You know, we got a little cranberry, we got a little Hawaiian punch sitting there, vodka, beer, and so I made this concoction with vodka. And so 2 other guys came over. We all tried it. Like, no, man, it's too in the face, because y'all know how vodka is. It's just too much. So my boy Carly, he was like, man, switch it to the rum. We switched it with the rum. 15 gallons of this.
Damn.
300 people in a house party. 10 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock in the morning. Paid 2 months rent. Here we are.
Damn.
Yeah. That's how I went down. Had the whole neighborhood shaking. Yeah. So and a buddy of mine after that night, and he's like, man, you caught lightning in a bottle. He's like, man, you should come home and try to duplicate it. So after that, at college, we tried to throw that party again. We just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? We would have people here, but it wasn't hitting. So then I came back and I started bootlegging. So when you met me, I was bootlegging.
Yeah.
I was slinging bottles, no label, out the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
Doing like 50 bottles a week for like $20. Yeah. So, and then started catching on. The moment that I really was like, I gotta stop playing, I ended up talking to a congressman's daughter, and she wanted it for a wedding, and I had to say no. Because the minute you taste it, you're gonna be like, yo, what is this? And it didn't exist. You see what I'm saying? So that's the moment I woke up and I was like, I gotta be legal.
Legit,
You know what I'm saying? First of all, and I gotta take this seriously. I gotta take it seriously. So I do want to tell a backstory though, man. Shout out to Jai. I don't know if you remember when he was doing Art and Soul in the basement. I really wasn't doing too many get-togethers, parties. Nobody knew me, you know. And so I talked to Jai, man, I remember the convo. I was like, bro, I got this liquor. He was like, bet, we gonna do it one night. It wasn't no question. It wasn't no like, who are you? What is this? He was just like, you got a liquor, let's do it. And Jai let me set the table up, man. If y'all been to Art and Soul at Iberian, you know, back in the day.
Yes.
As soon as you come down the stairs, right to the left, you know what I'm saying, which is, you know, premier real estate down there. So let me set up a table, let people try it. I wasn't looking to, you know, boom, you know what I mean, sales. The most important thing was getting into people's lips. So I appreciate you, brother, for creating a platform
No
for
problem,
me that night,
man.
That was
No
beautiful.
problem.
A lot of people wouldn't even let me do that, man. But you let me just set the table up, bro.
You know what?
That's love, man. Seriously.
No problem. I just had a conversation before I came up here about meeting people on the way towards your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And really being like paying attention to how and where you meet people. You was on your way to doing your thing. I was on my way to doing mine.
No doubt.
And we got brought together by, you know, my cousin is a quality nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That
So
from
it's,
high school, man.
you
So
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, friend was like, hey, I know, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even just about that event, because around that time, I want to say that's when we was doing the Bashment.
I was doing that, and that's what you brought me in on.
You
Bashment,
did art and
Came
soul,
on
but
the
then
Bashment.
I was like, Rum Punch. Oh, we doing Bashment, but we doing, you know, reggae parties. So that makes sense. And that's when it was up under different management. I had done talked the old boy into getting oxtails and curry, go and you.
Oh, the
and
vibes was
it
set.
was listen.
Yes.
I talked him into getting that. I'm like, man, we gotta make this official. Like, if he coming through with this, we gotta get. He was like, oxtails cost him. Like, you gonna make your money back, bro. But it was just like, I like to see niggas doing things. I like to see people doing things. I like to see people put their creativity to work, because it pushes me to like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just the idea of it, like, I know somebody else done, you know, did the Rum Punch thing, but he took it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was real dope. So like,
how did you come up with the name?
So it's an ode
Good
to
question.
my
I was waiting for
it's an ode to my mom. So I was growing up, she used to always make punches, right? She used to make green lady, purple lady, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
There was no yellow and red because lemonade, Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? So the minute I made it, you know what I'm saying, people were like, yo, what's the name? I said, Red Lady. Cause I got 20 years of this on my back. Like, I got that, you know, the ladies in my, 20 years of it. So I was like, easy, Red Lady. And so actually over time, you know, people talk, you know what I'm saying? Oh, ain't nobody gonna buy a drink called Lady. And I tried to change it, but I could never
think anything better, right?
Think any better. It's
Yeah.
if you can't say the Red Lady, you got a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it stuck. And so here we are. Yeah. Nobody has an issue with the name.
No,
So,
definitely stuck out to me.
Yeah, shout out to moms, man, for real.
that's what's up. How many times, what was the process like finding your patent recipe for the drink? Like, you know, after a while, because when you want to go, like, all right, I'm gonna take this serious. We can't just be pouring liquor, like, tasting it like,
no.
So
man,
now you gotta get surgical. So tell us about that process, just to where, like, all right, this is what I wanted to taste
from
like.
the Gatorade container to a real, metallic vat. So the blessing for me was my recipe was set. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people go in and they try to ask the distillery, like, yo, what should he do? This is what I want. I want a cinnamon apple swirl, and they got to create it. I came in and they told me, they're like, yo, nobody really comes in here with a recipe, a logo, like a whole concept, like out the gate. I mean, all it is just I just thought. I just sat down and thought about like, what I want this to look like, what I want this to say. And so to your point, all we had to do was take my recipe and make it on a larger scale. Now, in college, that was a crazy party, right? 300 people, people gone, people fucked up. It was wild, right? But didn't really know the liquor content. So when I brought that batch to the distillery, they put it on the machine, and I damn near cried. That joint was like 7%.
Dang.
Yeah, but y'all know with a wine cooler, you get 3 or 4.
Right.
So that's what everybody was doing. They was drinking 3-4 cups, 5 cups. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, no, man, I can't be that weak.
Yeah, that's
Hey, I got I thought I was doing something, but I'm really not.
And so he's like, no, it's all good. He's like, what you want to put it to? And so at that moment, I was like, man, you know, I know a pure spirit is 40%. You know, moonshine is like, you know, 90. We're not going that high.
Clear.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, no. And I put hair on your chest, man.
Kill COVID. Right down on the spot.
Straight up.
It's dead.
Easy.
It will. And so I said, if a pure spirit is 40, let's go half of that. And so, to my unbeknownst to me, man, I didn't even know that would be a high, you know, fruit blend. Most of your fruit blends are sitting below, you know, they're around 10, 7. You see the seltzers now, they like 5.6.
Yeah.
And so, you know, going out, I would tell people, oh, we 20%. They'd be like, damn, that's high. And to me, it wasn't that high. But as I've thrown these parties, man, 2 of these bad boys will get you right. So actually, want to shake up and.
Please do.
Yes.
And how do you
I've been waiting.
Yeah, how do you like to have how do you recommend the drink the punch?
So me personally, it's just straight out. Because it's all natural. We drink a lot of fake stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm putting some good stuff in your body. Now there is sugar, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
naturally.
of course.
Yeah.
Right.
But keep it as close to natural as can. But straight up though.
man.
But I know as a community everybody likes options, right?
Right.
And so Hennessy, you know, cognac is big in our community. So we have this thing. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if y'all
that tastes great.
to remember the Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. So that was the Henny, right? Yeah. So we put 2 parts Red Lady, 1 part Hennessy, and we call that the Daredevil. We seen some.
Hold up. Run that back again.
So 2 parts Red Lady, 1 part Hennessy. We call that the Daredevil.
1 part Hennessy alone is wow.
Yeah.
So when you say 1 part Hennessy, you mean like one?
So it's whatever your portions. You know what I'm saying? A typical drink is like 5 ounces. So you're doing like you doing 4 to 1. You know what I'm saying? So or 2 to 1. So 2 to 1 or like a 4 to 2 mix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is I'll give y'all some game. I'm gonna give y'all
All
some
I'm
game
hearing
right now, right?
all I'm hearing is slump.
Y'all go out. This is a 9-ounce drink, right? So when they put, I'm generous with the cubes tonight, but they'll fill this up with cubes,
Right.
And you're gonna get 5 ounces of liquid. That's how that works.
I taste.
So yeah.
That's a nice one. Where you went
I
to
peeped
college?
what the hell they was doing. Never put my
Notre
fucking
Dame.
finger on me.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Y'all
Yeah,
heard
you
of
end up in something. Small
nice.
school, man.
Little small school.
How you ended up at Notre Dame?
Yeah.
So I cheated on some tests, man, and was able to get in that thing.
like
Yeah, bro.
We call that networking. When I went to college, we called it networking.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience up there at Notre Dame, man.
Man, it was it's the real world, and I say that from a business standpoint, from a life standpoint. I lived in a dorm, a male dorm, so it wasn't even co-ed when I was there. 250 men, 7 black people. 3 of us lived in the same room. So when you start climbing the corporate ladder, man, you know, getting to these, you know, PWIs, you know,
Right.
we're not there. And so what I can appreciate about my experience is that I had my moments with us, you know what I mean? And I was in pre-med too, so if I didn't sell liquor, I'd be a doctor right now. But I love the conversations outside of the classroom, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times, you know, we talk about, you know, a lot of BS, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that's not even moving us. And a lot of those conversations in college were, you know, where to vacation, you know what I'm saying? What stock indexes, like portfolios, like we talking about sports, and we're gonna talk about sports, right? Let's talk about like the rules. Like when the last time somebody ever explained the rules of football to you? You see what I'm saying? So things like that, like just on some, you know, humbug, you know, a Tuesday night, you might be talking about Shakespeare, you know what I mean? But in a cool way, that you 19, 20, that everybody can understand. You know what I mean?
Bro, college is definitely some of the best years. I was just thinking about like the spirit and energy that you have in college and truly feel like you can, I definitely still carry the spirit, but feel like you can conquer the world, you can change things, and the way that your mind just analyzes things while you're in college is crazy. And then you get to be around like-minded individuals, like you said, so you really having elevated conversations.
True.
What school you went to, Don?
USF.
Okay, that's what's up.
Bull baby, you know, little boy.
There
Don't
you go.
forget you also feel like invincible in college. Like
You do.
So your risk taking is like
It's crazy,
through the
man.
roof.
It's
So,
arrested development, though.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere, I don't think there's any time in your life from like 18 to 22 where you can do, say, like some of the stuff you did in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like, you know, especially from like a legality issue, you know, y'all know going out,
Yeah.
like you 18, you really shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But they like, we gonna let you slide
Yeah.
because you got that
'Cause
20
you-
in your
yeah,
hand,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like that. Though.
Yeah, or you play a sport.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what's up, man.
But yeah, man. But as far as the drink goes, like I said, when I came back home, it was like whatever. Yeah, we selling, but like, can we take this thing, you know, citywide, national? Never even had a global aspirations, and so once we made the batch, determined what size, one it was a fifth standard size. Was able to find St. Pete Distillery is actually the first people that gave me a chance.
Word.
Yeah.
I
And
feel like it's
That's
only
dope.
right. Though.
Yeah,
Like you from
yeah.
the turf, you know?
yeah, and I found them in 16 before they were even built. Like they had a website up, email up, you know, so I'm contacting them literally almost a year before they were even ready. You know what I mean? So when they all got set up, when they got set up, it was like, yo, come on in. And then, you know, the way God works is the head of production, the president of production, was a Notre Dame alumni.
Connection. Connection.
Based off, he was like, he was like, yo, whatever you need, come on in. And then I'm producing a niche product too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just doing wine, you know,
Right.
or vodka or spirits, which, you know, a lot of people do entering. So, small batching, because you know the demand wasn't there, so just enough supply to get it out. And then really, man, just people like Ja, people like, you know, Urban Drinkery, Chandra, like giving me chances. And so I was alone for about 2 years. Met my business partner, Javaris Little. Shout out to Javaris. He actually helped me tonight. I think I did my second bash, man.
He's over Dream Events, right?
No.
Okay,
I know
okay.
you're talking about.
Okay. I got you.
But Javaris actually was his first event was at the Bashment, man. That was the second time Ja let me do the Bashment. Javaris came in, helped me, and then he just started coming around. You know what I mean? You know, nobody does anything for free. Not too many people do things for free.
Yeah.
And so my man just came, and then he came to Tampa Bay Carnival, and that was kind of our turning point.
That's lit.
Yeah. And he was like, "Yo, I'm here," and that's how it was. And so we've been rocking since 18. And he runs the operations. And then we got two other people. We got a marketing lady here as well, Clea. And then my CFO was actually on the West Coast. She's in Seattle.
How long did it take you to get you a team?
Man, it took me. I formed the company in 15. Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Almost. I was just out here rocking by myself, and it's hard too. It's
Yeah.
hard for any business, you know what I mean. But it's. I can only speak for the liquor. It's hard because I can't be at every restaurant. I can't be at every show. You know what I mean? And then relinquishing that control to like find people to speak on my behalf. You know, like the spill it's not hard. Right. But like now I gotta trust you to go out and treat this like your baby. And a lot of that just wasn't, man. I got stories, man. I
want to listen to him because I got a
stories,
few questions,
man.
man.
It's
like,
crazy. Oh, you got to shake it up, man.
I gotta shake it up.
Yeah, so it's
Well,
all
I shake it
natural.
up on the next
it's
cup.
all good. It's all good.
I shake it up on the next.
That's the
cup.
educational piece, man. Shake it
All
up,
right,
pour it
I'ma
over
shake
ice
it up.
every time. Yeah.
So like some of these doors you cross, some of these thresholds you cross, like I know some people, you know, like you were just explaining your experience with the guys over here at the distillery who was the Notre Dame alumni.
Mm-hmm.
Explain like some of your experiences when somebody might not have took you too serious.
Man, so what I discovered in business, right? When you're the CEO, the owner, there's nothing to certify you that position.
Facts.
What I mean by that is y'all know this is my drink, right?
Right.
But I can't pull out no card to show you that I own this drink. So I've walked into establishments and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, you are okay. We'll send, you know, I'll go in on behalf of the red lady. They'd be like, "We'll send the owner in." I'd be like, "Well, I'm the owner." They'd be like, "Nah, for real, send the owner in," because I can't be to them.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's that's just life. I mean, that's just what it is, right? And so it was important for me to get distribution, a name behind me now, and I'll come up to where we are now, but a name behind me to be like, yo, I'm with Great Bay, I'm with Savannah. Like, these are the people. So now it's like I can walk into a place and they're like, oh, okay, my rep is Matt. My rep is Andrew. Like, we're going to call him for you. And I had to learn. I was burning bridges because I was out here just like, I speak very well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least I believe so. Yeah. And I thought I could go in there and tell them about my product. And it's like, nah, my whole presence is disbelief. And I just had to sit in that for like a while and really understand, like, I can't be going in here burning bridges. I need to go focus my time and energy on these big meetings, these corporate meetings, for the corporate to speak for me. Yeah. But no mentor in this thing.
Right.
So there was really no, and there was a period of like 4 months. I was going to every brewery in the city, and the breweries didn't know liquor guys. So like,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Say it again.
So I was going to every brewery. Like, there's 80 breweries.
Yeah.
In Tampa Bay, right?
I know we got a lot of them.
Yeah. So in 17, it was probably closer to 40, 50. I was going to the breweries, the head of the breweries, and asking for help. They don't know liquor guys.
What you mean they don't know
Because
liquor guys?
they operate in beer.
Oh,
So I don't know what y'all know. Yeah, beer. Yeah. So beer, wine.
It's a big difference.
It's different than spirits and liquor. You know what I'm saying? It's 1920 in my world. Beer and wine is caught up to 2022. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why you can buy beer and wine in a gas station.
Yeah.
But there are wines that are higher alcohol percentage than liquors. It don't make no sense. That wine cooler might be 7%, but I had a wine that was 15%. Yeah, it's wild, man.
so like, because I see you be at a lot of functions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you more comfortable? You know what I mean? When you can go somewhere, you can present yourself, you can set the table, put out your promo products.
Yeah.
Hey, pull that up yourself. Because I done seen you at some, especially, we definitely got to talk about that carnival.
Yo,
We got to talk about that. So
Carnival was crazy.
explain like, what do you find that to be a lot easier? Like, you can show not just your product but your personality as well and be one-on-one with the people.
Yeah, to me, it's because it's not just because it's not a bourbon or whiskey or vodka. I have to explain.
Yeah.
That like, not only is it a rum punch, because I will literally say rum punch 10 times, and people gonna say, "Hey man, I love your wine." I'd be like, check this out, bro. I never said the word wine ever, bro. So and then the shake well part is something. We drink a lot of fake stuff. I tell people that all the time. Like, we drink a lot of fake things, and so mine, you have to shake it up. So to your point, I gotta speak. I love to speak. What I'm finding is I need more platforms like this in order to reach the masses, and we all know this, right? But when you in it, it's like, man, I'm trying to get this party, I'm trying to get this private party, I'm trying to get the rooftop bar, I'm trying to get anything I can, because the name of the game is sales.
Yep.
Right. So
Like everything.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything. So,
I do have a question.
Okay, what's up, man?
Okay, so you sell the liquor, right?
I don't sell the liquor. So the distributor sells to the retailer.
Okay.
The retailer sells to the customer.
Okay.
It's a 3-tier system.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking you about, because I want to get into like certifications and how all that stuff works, just for people who are listening, because I've been interested in this, so especially working alongside Chandra, just learning the game about spirits and wine and beer and the differences and all that kind of stuff. So was there any kind of certifications you had to get?
So yeah, man, you gotta have I'm the owner, right? So I got to get a manufacturer, which is my distiller.
Yeah.
So I had to get a broker's license. Excuse me, like a broker's license through the state of Florida, and then for my LLC. It's that simple. Now, what I will tell you, I'm coming out with a course, and I'm gonna explain all of this to y'all, because really, it's not that expensive to start. It's expensive to grow.
Now, when you say a course, not on making the beverage, but how to get
it, because this doesn't matter. This don't matter. This could be pink juice. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And we all know this crap stuff out here,
right?
But they selling like hotcakes, man. So now I'm gonna take you through the whole thing, and take you to the 3-tier system. I'm gonna take you through what a typical beverage should cost, and then additionally, I can do the consultation, and I'll give you places that'll like, hey, Don, you need a vodka? Go to these 3 spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's what we're gonna do. Because one of my goals in life is to open up a spot And he'd be a part of this too, bro. Seriously. All black. Everything. I'm talking about napkins, tables.
Yeah, I had an idea for that too.
Like, all of it. All
like
of
a
it.
Macy's or just like black shit.
All of it.
He said a Macy's or straight.
So it's funny you say that.
No, for real.
So
no, I've had this thought since like 12.
So they got this. They got this in Atlanta, and I just came from it.
Mm-hmm.
It just started the new
Love
Black Wall
Atlanta.
Street. I was
Yes.
just there.
Yeah.
And they gutted out a Target.
Yeah.
And it's black everything. Everything.
If you notice, bro, we never have a place.
Yeah.
That's why when I came, the first thing I came to you, like when I went to your thing, first thing I
Yeah.
did was like, how much is the hat? Like, let me, cause
Facts.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not finna be
Gotta
Jim
do
Jones.
that, yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying?
Yo.
We ain't arguing
so-
with, we ain't arguing with
Yeah.
Gucci.
So if you like, I don't know how often y'all go to Atlanta, but I
Fucking love it.
Yeah, like I used to go like summers, like every summer for like a week or so
that's
with a
lit.
cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't go a while because I was in school and in the military, and then I went back like as an adult.
Yeah.
And shit was just different.
It's wild.
And it's just like when they really say like it's black owned in Atlanta,
Yeah.
like
No, for
that's
real.
real.
Yeah.
Like
For real.
the air is black owned.
Yeah,
the
no.
soil is black owned.
Nah, you not
the
lying.
tires is
Listen,
black
man.
owned.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
there twice a month, man. Trust
yeah,
me,
bro,
like
it's
that, man.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
Like
the sale is like, there ain't no sale. There really is no sale. Like I literally get a spiel. They're like, okay, cool, how much? Like not blinking an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, man.
I love
this
it, man.
this weekend alone, we did an event for 4 hours, 5 hours. In 5 hours, we sold 10 cases, 60 bottles in 5 hours. Yeah,
Hold that thought.
yeah, man.
I'm looking at some of these comments.
What he saying, man?
Listen, and thank y'all so much for engaging. I see a couple of people saying that they have to buy bottles the next time they in Tampa. One of these cats, they in Virginia. But
Oh,
if I'm not
hey.
mistaken, you have crossed over to online,
I ship
right?
online to 40 states. We don't ship to Virginia though. I can tell you that off rip. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
That's crazy.
I know they're one of the most stringent states in
For real?
Yeah,
Virginia's
seriously.
wild.
Virginia's wild. It's like
When it
ABC.
comes to
It's
everything.
like ABC or nothing. No, seriously.
no
I've never
everything.
been.
So tell us about some of the, cause see, people think I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of these things that you done learned, like when it comes to alcohol, trying to distribute, trying to sell, like like, damn, I ain't know
Yeah,
that.
so before I knew the rules, and everything is just reading. I want to tell y'all, man, I read a lot. Like y'all just gotta
That's
sit
big.
there and
No
just
facts.
read, because a lot of times like we don't have the mentors. I still do not have the mentor. Well, I have people that have come along and helping, so I can't say that, right? Like I have people I can call right now that are doing it big, like really big. But for the longest time, I had nobody, right? So I had to figure this out. So I was shooting it through FedEx,
Yeah.
hoping and wishing nobody would catch me, right? So in liquor, you have to ship through a store or a service. And so now I have a store up in Holiday, straight down 19, Universal Fine Wine and Spirits. You know, shout out to Rob. And all you do, you go to my site, it takes you to their site, and you ship to whatever state you want to. And so we don't cover 10 states. I know we don't cover Texas. I know we don't cover Virginia, Oregon, and there's another one too. Obviously, there's 10 of them, but I know these for sure.
So
Yeah.
pretty much the less progressive states.
So, but what is it with these states where you can't ship liquor?
It's state laws, man. It's not, when it comes to business, it's not the United States of America.
Facts.
Yeah.
You can
yeah,
say
yeah.
that again. Yes.
Yeah. Every single
States'
every
rights
single
all night.
state, every single state has their own set of everything, man. Everything.
Damn.
Yeah. These are things people don't tell you though, right? Like
Yeah.
you kind of know,
Right.
but if you in your pocket, like if you throwing parties in St. Pete, you ain't gonna know. Like, man, I don't know. I can't do this in Atlanta. I can't do this in Virginia, right? I done throw a party in Norfolk and we had to sign some papers. I'm like, bro, I'm just serving a couple. And they like, man, this is how you got to get down.
Damn.
Like you were saying, Virginia.
Virginia's wild,
Whole
man.
different animal,
real?
man. Whole different animal.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, just a small party. Same
They-
thing we did at the Bashment. I had to sign paperwork to do that.
Yeah. State legislation is
Yeah.
way bigger than federal. Like you ever you look at the government. You ever see like a Fed case and they be like, we can't do nothing because that's on the state level. The
Facts.
state is, even in sports, like we talking about COVID and mask mandates.
Yeah.
That shit is regulated by state.
Every state.
Like
We
state,
in the right state though.
Yeah.
What
bro.
about so it's cool. So it's oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
it's the right state. Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida's
So
a
folks-
business. It's a business friendly state though.
It is.
All right.
Yeah, it is. So
Well, we're a vice state. So all the vice states, the port states, they all automatically when the shit gets legal and taxed. You know, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole.
I ain't know that.
Tourism.
I was about to say, you just put me
tourism
on
is why we don't have
Because you think about it. Think about California, Florida, New York, Georgia now. Like the states where shit gets imported and exported.
They been the rules.
The vices, like Florida was big vice for prostitution and cigars and tobacco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So it's cocaine. So that's still not legal though. But
A lot of shit coming. Yeah, a lot of shit come through here.
Yeah, a lot of shit don't stop.
Yeah.
So they let the other shit slide. You know what I mean? Prohibition, all that shit. Like people used to get their shits off in the South.
That's why I was like drawn to what he's doing, because at the time you was literally pushing this shit
Liquor,
out of
man.
his car.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Look, and there's people that's really killing it out here too without, you know what I'm saying, without the government. It's when you start getting big. Like I said, when that congressman daughter asked, I was like, nah, I can't.
That's when you knew.
All right, I don't even know think about who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just my little rum punch. Like, nah, bro, I can't.
Yeah.
I missed out on a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But
probably save yourself a lot of trouble though, because somebody gets drunk off of that, they fall.
Yeah, what is this? Homemade concoction. You know what I'm saying? When the last time you been to a wedding and they had a homemade concoction?
That was a heads up.
All money ain't good money, man.
No. Seriously, man. So yeah, thank God for discernment. You know.
Let's talk about that good money though. How did you end up at Carnival?
Bro, so my best friend up in New York always does it. And so she connected us, and I don't know if y'all familiar with Carnival. Every section is called a band.
Yep.
So I got in with one of the top 3 largest bands down there, Party Room Squad.
Oh,
Shit. You already know it, right? Yeah.
I done heard that.
Anybody that know Carnival?
Even if you don't know Carnival, you heard that name.
So
I done heard that.
So also what I had to learn too is like stop messing with like the managers.
What you mean?
Stop messing with managers. Talk to the owners and the decision makers.
Facts.
That's sales.
Yes.
Sales.
Because I've lost a lot of product dropping it off to a manager. Manager gets fired, my product was never there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So circle back to Party Room Squad. I get the owner number because she been dealing with it for 3 years. Relationship is everything. And he was like, yeah, man, like I would love to, obviously Rum Punch Carnival, right? And we took 25 cases down there and we were gone. It was gone. I dropped it off at 10 a.m. I think we was gone by 2. We had to stop and put like 6 to the side. It was crazy. And then there was another Rum Punch, so I won't say their name. They were there too. So it's like, man, it might not be as good. But man, people was like, yo, we want yours. Which made me feel good.
Right.
It's my first time. And then again, like between people enjoying the punch, man, the outfits, the scene, it's crazy.
And it's a color. Your bottle's colored.
And exactly.
It's a very colorful event.
You said something very, very key, especially foundational to business, and this relationships. Building relationships and building rapport with people over time.
You never know.
I know as a DJ, I feel like there's moments where I'm like, yo, me being a DJ put me in rooms that I would have never been in before.
Exactly.
Can you attest to that?
I need you.
No,
honestly, no, seriously.
It's nothing.
Yeah, hey, seriously. Because everybody being on this side is amazing, right? So we're always on the consumer side. So like, when I tell somebody I'm the liquor owner, they're like, oh my gosh, like the door kind of opens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I look forward to opening that door for myself, but then also bringing in, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Don is my DJ. That's all you need to have, because that's what everybody else does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Every artist came up,
that.
Fab was like, yo, I gotta have Clue.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you didn't get me without Clue.
Everybody
you know what I'm saying?
everybody got
That's
their
what it
DJ.
is. Yeah, and I want that for everything. I want that for events. I want that for music. I want that for like, yo, my sound guy, like, yo, this is the podcast we got to run it on. I got a big announcement. It's coming through Power Plug first.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I look forward to, the freedom, when we get to that point, and then just the relationships where I can just call anybody for you, for anything. You know what I mean? And it's getting to that point in a lot of things. So yeah.
When you say you ain't got no mentor, man, it sounds like, of course, there's some cons because you don't necessarily have like the prototype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you see the Diddy's, You see the Jay-Z's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even aside from that, it's like, it sounds like to me that your experience just hitting the ground like, all right, so what? I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, explain, you know, or just because we try to get to people who have these ideas. Somebody listening to this right now, sitting on an idea, and just like, damn, like how? So listening to you, so explain just as far as like maybe your struggle with just like, man, I ain't got this, so I can, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah, man. So you know, whatever goal you're trying to get to, like, you need to figure out who is in that position. And when I say that, I'm talking about like what path they took. Like, I never shout out to Jay-Z and Diddy, man, but they never started a liquor brand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know that, right? They the faces. You know what I'm saying? Music got them there. Contract 50%. Okay, cool. Now y'all booming. But y'all never went into the lab, y'all. That's not your recipe. Ross too. Like, they never did any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bella been out.
It's been out.
Bella
so
been
it's
out.
Ciroc.
It's a French dude.
Ciroc.
Ciroc is like 40 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, and cool, and that's fine. You can still get it that way.
Right.
And so what I've learned too is, and you're right though, like, so like, if I could really say it was my mentor, it'd be my grandmother or my grandfather, right? So they own a lot of property in South St. Pete. So they always had business, you know what I mean? Like, black man in the 70s owning property in, you know, racist St. Pete. Like, just call it what it is, right?
Right.
And so that's really my mentor. And so sometimes we want to mentor in the exact same path, but like that mindset and that grind and that hustle, like, it's been in me because of my ancestors who are still here. You know what I mean? So
what was their response when he was like, hey, mom, hey, grandma, gonna push this.
You want to taste it?
It's funny because my great grandfather was a bootlegger.
Hey,
didn't even know that, man.
Look at that.
And was running South Georgia, man.
You know doing what you supposed to be doing then.
You know what's funny?
That out, man.
Because I got into this about DJing, right? So I was
y'all killed this bottle, man. I know y'all here to midnight.
Oh shit!
I was
say less.
Yeah, so once I started like getting serious, like DJing.
Okay.
Like, my grandmother walked in the room one day and was like, you know, your grandfather was like a musician. Like, he used to like make, you know, she was saying make beats, but the way he would do it back then, he would use instruments. He would use this, and so I used to learn I learned how to play the trumpet at a young age. Yeah. So so she was like, damn, I should have bought you this shit a long time ago.
Right.
Because because when I picked it up, like, I've only been DJing for like 2 years collectively. I picked it up during COVID because I, you know, background in radio. Yeah. So because I took to it like that and started making a living from it, that's when she was like, damn, I should have bought that shit a long time ago, because it makes sense. Yeah. Because you were direct. So I kind of.
Yeah, you operate in your purpose though.
Yeah.
Man. So like, you know, I noticed that people 9 times out of 10 that operate in their purpose, it came from somewhere either in their lineage or like a branch off of it. So I have people that are like, you know, like IT or whatever, but like my best friend is an IT. His grandfather's best friend was working on computers back in the, you know, saying 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you really where you're supposed to be, and you can get that knowledge and history from the, you know, the people that came before you, I'm sure if you dig enough, you're gonna find that, damn, like, I got a trumpet because, you know, my granddad used to like beat bop with the, you know, like,
you doo-wop on the corner.
Seriously, yeah. My grandmother was telling me, like, because again, this is her father-in-law. He was like, man, he used to be on the porch, used to have everybody coming through for the bottles. Like, crazy. Like, come to my porch, no BS, no violence. Like, this is what the price is. This is what it ain't. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can dance in front of the house and everything, but don't come up here with that mess, man. Like, pay for the product and let it rock. And he was booming. You know what I'm saying? Cops in the back pocket. You know, that's a whole nother story. But a boss.
Yes.
A boss. And the same thing that I'm doing now. You know?
How'd that make you feel? Because earlier you said you went to school for pre-med,
yeah.
So
be a doctor,
so it's like, you know, that's a lot of schooling, but
true.
That's a lot of schooling.
I got out before I got a loan.
And that's crazy. And that's it still be baffling me how like doctors and lawyers can be doing the same thing for 30, 40 years and they still call it practice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
it's always gonna be a practice.
Yeah, it's never we done, right?
Yeah, but how does that make you feel? Like knowing that
I could have been.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like
you
went to school because it's always about what don't make money. You know what I'm saying. You can have a passion in something. You know what I'm saying. But what you have a passion in, it might not make no money.
True.
But that's your passion. You went. I don't know if that was your passion though. But you went to school. No.
So go ahead and finish.
All right, but you went to school for something that was on the back end. It could have been lucrative.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, 6 figures, man, no doubt.
So it's like, you know what? I'm because you saying your folks was bootlegging it and entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
So you tapped into like something that you can feel it, you can't touch it, but you tapped in to like your spirit.
Yeah.
Like how that make you feel talking about that? Like, man, I went to school for something I could, but I'm finna put everything into something I truly believe.
I mean, honestly, man, you want to talk about money? You want to talk about from a money standpoint, right? You can, what I'm in now, especially my niche and what the RTD was called Ready to Drink, what they're doing, it's $1 billion industry. So even I look at articles every single day, right? Companies that y'all wouldn't even know about, business. I mean, like drinks, they selling 10 million every day.
Yeah.
Every day, man. So like I was gonna be making 150, 200. That's fine, right? But I want to be happy. So I'd rather bust my ass for 10 years, eventually sell the company 10, 15. I don't know if y'all know, man, Hypnotic sold for 60 million.
Yep.
Had no idea.
In 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and it's like, if that's the goal, then yeah, bro, let's get it. Let's get
Facts.
it.
That's why you build a business.
Yeah.
Facts,
and even if it's one, right? It's not gonna be one. You know what I'm saying? We more than one now. But even if it's one, that saves myself 10 years of what I would have been as a doctor. And I don't knock them. Everybody's got a different path. But I know for me, like looking up to my grandfolks, who I spent a lot of time with, like, entrepreneurship was like it, man. Even if I had, I was gonna be an optometrist. So even if I was gonna be an optometrist, I would have had 10 practices.
Yeah.
Optometry.
Eye doctor.
Okay then.
Yeah. So just glasses. Yeah. Prescribe
Okay.
glasses.
I have a question too.
Yeah.
Question I was gonna ask you. You just kind of hit it on the head. Okay, so within this masterclass, right?
I love that we call it the masterclass. That's what
and
it is.
the connection, right? The connection of it. Would you franchise out?
So
like to different brands?
Oh yeah, I've already. You talking about another drink? Oh yeah, no doubt. I've already been asked to do it. Yeah.
All right.
When you don't have a lot of money though, you need to focus on one.
Yeah.
And then also people come out with, what if I came out with 5 ladies? Like, which one do you gravitate towards? You see what I'm saying? It's not like a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And so these are the things that are gonna be in the course. It's like, yo, do you want to do one? I will recommend you do one. That's me. And focus all your attention on one, because the second one, once you make the first 100,000, you know what I'm saying? The second one is easy. And then you'll know by that time trends and research, have access to all of this. Then it's like, man, maybe I want to slide into, for me personally, I'll tell y'all this, I want a champagne. And I'm already working on it.
Yeah.
I'm already working on it.
Yeah.
Because I already know this whole process. And so, yeah, do we want more? I don't know. I've developed some other flavors for that can fall under the lady brand. But is it necessary? I mean, we'll see. See? Or maybe we sell the red lady and then we like, yo, I'm going to give you 3 more flavors. Just add another 10 million on the back end.
Yeah.
And then that's just the power of knowing who you are.
It's dope that you brought that up. I was reading this one business book. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like 22 Laws of Branding, something like that. And they talked about, they showed brand examples of brands that diluted their brand by adding on too many products and fucked up the vision.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Had their consumers literally confused. And the best example I have of that is Reese's. Y'all been seeing Reese's lately in the gas station?
They going
ham. I'm like, damn, I want Reese's with Reese's Pieces. I want it with pretzels. I want it white chocolate, dark chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Too much. But that's what we are though.
More so than it is the actual creator.
I think that's brand. That's brand driven. That's brand driven.
Because we try to give everybody too many options right
Facts.
now. It's even. I don't know if y'all. I don't eat this, man. I don't eat McDonald's. Whatever to them.
Yeah, me either.
But they just put nuggets on a burger.
Yeah, they getting wild.
I was like, bro, what are y'all doing, bro?
I said, what y'all doing? I know what that is though. That's from a corporate standpoint, because like I've been like I've been in the corporate offices and doing like marketing. That's the background. That's the real background. So what happens is when they see enough of something, they go, oh, okay, maybe kids are doing this. Let's put this product out. Let's give it to them before they do it.
It's like when
fries on my.
I was just gonna say when Burger King did the fry burger.
Yes, and then they'll say research shows 800 TikToks have been showing people putting this. And Sweetie does it, so let's give her a deal with it.
One perspective that branding book brought up as well is like some people, business owners, brand owners, be so hungry to expand that they feel like expanding means giving out more products, and that's not. You know what I mean? That's not always the mission.
There's the research say,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes the research says enter this, but like, you still shouldn't. And this is where mentors and like, can you support it? Right? Because just because I can make it doesn't mean I can support it.
Right. Facts. You know I seen that on a podcast. Dude was like, sometimes you want 1,000 orders a week, but you can't even handle 10 a day. You know, you got to learn how to manage.
You ain't got the people.
When I used to do marketing, I used to do marketing for Verizon. For Verizon Wireless, so we would at the time they were starting Fios, and we would go to like businesses, and I would say, okay, you got Fios. Who do you want to market to out of this? So my job was going to different Verizon offices and seeing how they could market Fios in their areas, right? Okay. So I would go to them and say, yo, in layman's terms, you know, who do y'all want to market to? They'll say everybody. You know what I mean? That's everybody. That's the answer.
Everybody say when they can't narrow it down.
So you gotta break it down. So I do the power of like 10%, right? So if you as a company, right, let's say you have 1,000 units, right? How many of these, like, if we market everybody and somebody wanted 1,001 units, can you support that? And if they say no, which they will, because they don't have 1,001 units, they only have 1,000. All right, cool. You're being unrealistic. We need to shrink that down to where this goes, because only 10% of people who you market to will probably buy your product. You know what I mean? And that's the power of 10%.
I read a little bit about that too, because you know I like sauce and shit. So I was reading on the story behind Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yes. Okay.
So how Sweet Baby Ray's, long story short, they got popped off is that he came in second place. He didn't even win the barbecue contest. He came in second place.
Wow.
Started hustling their stuff, and years later, Ken's, who makes the salad dressing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ken's bought them out.
Yeah.
Wow. Ken's bought them out. I want to say at the time it was like 50 M's.
Wow.
But he was talking about how
it happens all the time.
And this was years ago, so ain't no telling how much.
It was probably 200.
It's triple now.
Yeah.
But at the time, he was talking about, you know, like I said, just studying that story and trying to like just learn about that game.
Yeah.
Well, he was like, to your point when you was talking about Reese's and all these different, just any type of product that got different variations. He was like, don't feel the pressure to make a whole lot of different stick to that one thing.
No doubt.
Because if you, like you were saying, to your point, like this is my plan, like I'm finna do this and I'm gonna sell it. The distributor, manufacturer, they're the ones who usually come up with the different variations. Sweet Baby Ray's was like, I had this recipe for this one style of sauce. Now you see teriyaki.
Hickory smoke and shit.
He was like, that was them.
That's them.
I mostly stuck with this one thing. So I think
just one, man. It's just one. Ain't no red bottle. Ain't no red bottle with a rum punch. Like there are rum punches out here with the highest. You know what sets me apart is that I'm the highest rum punch on the market.
I was just getting ready to say, what does the competition look like in the rum punch lane?
15 and less.
For real?
%. Yeah, man. Bacardi got a 5. There's one I had. It was nasty though. I think it was like 7. It was like, I think it ended up being 20, but it's the fake stuff, man.
I got you.
It's fake.
Yeah.
You know? And so when you get And not to say this because this is my baby, but like once you get something real, it's like, man, you can't really go back.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
Ever since Chandra put us on real wine, remember we talked about that barefoot.
Yes.
Shout out to barefoot, man. You call me, man. If you think about it, when we talk about making the rum punch in the cooler, what do you put in it? Right, you don't put like artificial sweeteners. You put real fruit in that shit, and then you let it exactly. Put all that, and then you let it sit. So it just it makes sense. You know, some people what they call it fermenting or something like. You know what I mean? Let it sit. Yeah, man. And then you got shit is amazing.
So why not duplicate it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It makes
but
sense.
It's easier to give fake stuff, man. And I
probably less costly.
I feel like it's easier to mass produce.
Yeah, it is. And I understand. I get it. You know, what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just can't. I'd rather go ahead and pay a little bit more for my ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Too like connections and stuff. Like the other day, right?
Yeah.
Jam had a bottle of Jack Daniels, right? Mm-hmm. Now, we know the story about Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm. What story?
Well, Jack Daniels like was a man who made the whiskey. And then, I don't know if it was a slave owner or whoever.
So he actually, the slave owner. I mean, the slave actually
came up with the recipe.
Yeah, he put his name on it.
Yeah, his name is So Jack Daniels took it from him. They do have a bottle
with Jack Daniels.
They do.
Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
Uncle Nearest is what y'all need to be drinking.
Yeah, and his name was Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest. That's his name.
Nearest.
Yeah.
What kind of liquor is that?
It's whiskey.
Yeah,
it's the largest black brand in America.
Yeah, but it's a branch of Jack Daniels. It was a branch of Jack Daniels. Because because Uncle Nearest was the dude who made the recipe.
Uncle Nearest is the man who
made Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is the person who took it from Uncle Nearest.
Say less.
I love being. See, that's why I love being around y'all.
So what I'm saying is, so the connection is, you see that, right? And then we fast forward to like Prohibition, and we know what black bootleggers went through then, because you know what motherfucking Irish and Italian bootleggers went through. So you know it's 10 times worse, 20 times worse for black folks. And then you have a black man who owns his own liquor. You know what I mean? Just drawing the connection of like how far, you know what I mean?
Just think about a few that had the same opportunity back. Because you see how big they are now. Like, I'm literally the largest black brand by far.
Yeah.
It ain't even close.
And what is it called again?
But
Uncle Nearest.
But I will shoot Jack Daniels some bail, because all of Uncle Nearest is like descendants and family members. Like they go to college for free. They get like money and shit.
Paid, that's the least they can do.
Yeah,
that's why they say that.
Yeah, so they get their reparations.
I mean, so this a whole thing where this man had to get back to this man's family for taking.
Bro, you gotta remember, Jack Daniels been around for.
I gotta look this story up. I know it's a YouTube documentary on this.
Yes, because at first Uncle Nearest was a version of Jack Daniels. It was like the VSOP of Jack Daniels, and then it got big enough.
Uncle Nearest,
to where it branched out.
It's in Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Hey, right? Hey, I'm already done saved it in my phone.
Yeah. You know, a white dude taught me that. Yeah. Nah, well, he was. Well, he had a little.
I'm around with that. It's all money. It's all money.
Hey, when they start, they gonna let you know what the truth is.
And he had a little jungle fever in him, so you know. When I walked in the door, hey brother, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? So.
That boy was sipping on Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, he hit you with, white folk, they love to teach you stuff.
They do, man. They do.
Well, a black man made this originally. He hit me with that.
You
I was like, shit, do tell.
And the fact that you know that, because that's your business.
I figured he would. That's like that.
Yeah, facts.
It's a lot of us doing big things. We just don't necessarily the capital and then the marketing, really, man.
So how do you go about protecting your intellectual property?
So I give y'all this gem. Unless it's a specialized recipe, you don't need a patent. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like specialized recipes will fall under, like Coke. Coke has like 25 products in it, man. The seasoning for KFC. You know what I'm saying?
The 11 herbs and spices.
Exactly.
Okay.
They got a patent. So if you could get a patent for everything, there would only be one apple juice. There would only be one orange juice. So that's how they explained it to me. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So that's why you see when, you know, the bread out, it's all the same bread, just different packaging. You see what I'm saying? Different drinks, same apple juice, Tropicana apple juice, Mott's.
Yeah.
It's all the same. It's just a different, you know what I'm saying, label on it. So unless you're doing something specialized, you don't need a patent. Now you need a trademark. I have a trademark on my logo.
Yep.
Yes. And so, yeah.
So no patent, no patent on the recipe, but a trademark on what represents.
Yeah. But I will tell you, my recipe doesn't exist. It's crazy. It's only
Jed, you
it's
gotta slow
five
down.
it's five
Jed.
products.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Whoa.
It doesn't exist, bro.
Slow down, Jed,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of game you giving at
It's-
one
yeah,
time.
yeah,
like
man.
this
It's
is
a-
a
yeah.
lot for me.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what these people
yeah.
explain.
So God, man, you know, praying for a product that's uniquely mine. And this is another thing. I don't know how spiritual y'all get down. I really don't care, honestly.
I was about to say.
I was go ahead and talk. 'Cause I was going to ask you about Go ahead.
Yeah, so whatever you believe in, I believe in God, and I ask God to give me a product, a unique product, in order to create financial wealth, but also unique to me. You see what I'm saying? And so when He gives you something, He'll keep it for you. You know what I mean? Until you're ready. And I'm telling you, like, if I tell y'all the product, it's pineapple, it's cranberries, Floridian rum, and two other things I won't tell you, but it doesn't exist. Because the average rum punch is, I'm gonna give y'all some history. The word punch comes from a Sanskrit word for 5, right? And so a true rum punch has 5 ingredients. It's usually sugar, lime, some type of citrus, herbs and spices, and then what's the last one? I'm blanking right now. Like another fruit to combat the lime. So mine has all of those. Yeah, man. Some people use guava. Some people use, you know what I'm saying? I use cranberry.
So is that why they call it this a punch? Because it's 5 fingers?
This is a lot.
Yeah.
Part of it, yeah, same origin. Yeah.
You like Franklin Saint. So right?
Yes, real surgical.
Nigga went to college.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
like
selling it to you. I want to know what I'm giving to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like that.
Only you get high on your own supply.
Yeah.
Which rightfully so.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for real. So, I forgot where we started when I went into the punch.
Talk about the punch, the 5.
Yeah, what makes your shit different?
Like,
Oh yeah, so it makes it different. So I was just saying, like I was bringing it back to the spirituals. Like it's like, you know, I do that party. That first party was in 2008. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I don't know. But then I'm constantly getting like, where can I get a punch? You know what I'm saying? I got my CPA buying 5 bottles a week, no label. And I'm like, dang, if I can get 100,000 of her, how much money could I be making? You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, God, man, just allowed it to, and things there've definitely been bumps in the road, but a lot of things have fallen into place. You know what I'm saying? Like there are other brands. We've had, you know, some naming issues, but I've called the companies and they're like, yo, you can have it. And it's because at that point in time, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
They have no idea what I'll be. Now, if I was in a different position, now what if I'd have boom? You know what I'm saying? What if I'm Diddy? They're going to be like, man, I need my 100,000. I need my $1 million for every single case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, nah, they like, oh, you're just a little black guy. A little rum punch in Florida. All right. See me in 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I already got your signature. Like, I can run it.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He'll put things in place that are just like, oh, nobody but God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody.
What Mike Tyson say? You gotta be a fool before you can become a master.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. So
you can learn from anybody.
Yeah.
You can learn from
Facts.
anybody.
Facts, and I definitely learned a few things in like the past 5 minutes. This is good shit. This is good shit. Hey, listen. You know what? I was telling Don, I say we ain't gonna hold him. We ain't gonna hold him tonight. But we gonna hold you tonight.
I'm here, man.
Hey, listen.
I'm here all night.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for anybody that's tuned in right now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm getting baby lit.
What we gonna do right now?
let me get some cubes in there, man.
We here with Jared Carter. the man behind the Red Lady Rum Punch, and I think that last cup just hit me.
Yeah,
just like 30 seconds ago.
You shook it up.
Yeah, I shook it up, man. Man, it's a great. Listen, it's a great product. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a good brother. Just from hearing him talk, I think y'all know that. So listen, this was getting ready to happen. We getting ready to get into another mix by Don Rock, about 12 to 15 minutes long. Go ahead, finish doing what you're doing right where you at. I hope the game, the knowledge, the passion, the inspiration is strong enough to where y'all can stay locked in when we come back and listen to this mix and just stay tuned in. This cat is giving a lot of game right now. I'm definitely learning, so I'm enjoying this. Once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Midnight Oil. We about to get into this second mix by my sister, the Don, all the time with all the shine, DJ Don Rock. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and keep it locked right here to the Midnight Oil. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Man, I told him once we started talking, the conversation.
Straight out the sewer like that's effects when you fuck niggas born in next. In my dreams I see faces of death. I'ma break with you hoes, get your rosary cross your chest. Your soprano can't fade me like Thanos. I just shipped the whole damn piano about the west. In Chicago, might fuck around, ball out like Rollo and go put 500 things on the jet. I just picked the 500 things on the strip. Nigga rap with 100 pack in the lip. OG niggas, they told me that they still be moving if they hit the others in 96. Black Tony told him Gigi get the yay line of scrimmage paid, man, and switch the play. Pour the holy water all up in the G's P's. Watch real niggas since way. So you'll get from the devil's mouth. I hammer that's on the roof of the devil's house. Chop it down, make a time with the metal out. Purpose said we didn't go deep, brought the devil out. Brought up in mama house that the devil in. Drop the zip, took it off, they gon' never win. I'm so sick of these fucking rap groupies. I need to go find some good pussy to settle in. Hit my plug with the strap, pussy boy wanna jack up the pack and the nigga can't settle for. I just hit up the dip, all he do is smoke wet on the steps and the nigga might wet him for. 6 figures, most niggas never saw it. Almighty dollar nigga can't know it. Like gas bill, nigga can't afford it.
Pull up in motorcades, I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now, but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Got my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose. I get hot like a skillet. Thinking about money in the building. On the phone with the lender and I'm living. If the bank had a cap, I would fill it. Like really, trying to get millions. Get a bigger high view so vivid. A couple cars and can raw chrome wheeling. You think materials make me sound silly? Like really? How are you so good? Like the summer, when the AC on the light bill turn up. You wanna cuddle when I think I might burn up. I'm feeling lucky so I might play the numbers. I'm on the come up, gotta get mine before the asshole tech folk run up. I need a 10, 20, 50s and 100s. Don't you think being rich sound funner? I wonder, how are you so good? So good. How are you so good? You say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that money. So you say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that money. How are you so good?
They ain't
Yeah. It's amazing to be alive when niggas want you to die. Mad at every check you deposit. I see it all in their eyes. I'ma stunt harder. I'ma shop more. Black bellboy Persian rugs at the door. Giving niggas jobs. Living like the mob. A scotch and a soda, Anastasia.com. People talking about me. Say I got a body. Or are they mad at me that the house got a lobby? Big folk fifth spliff at the boat slip. Tiptoeing through the city, Alvin Ailey with a brick. Setting new milestones, getting my style on. Down in Coconut Grove where niggas don't smile long. City full of barbarians, what you like in Aquarius. Only beautiful bitches, they tell me the more the merrier. Fascinating faces, now it's top jewelers. Pina colada daiquiri, something blue on a Tuesday. Got the Desert Eagle up in Fred Siegel. Only fat nigga in vintage Moschino. Attempted murder, I refuse to exile. So it's club live till I'm X'd out. A gold casket, my final request. Banging at them like my child, they want to molest. Therefore I pray I live 100 years. Be a crutch for my kids all through their wonder years. All money, fuck up 100 mil. That's just a yacht in the crib, nigga dying to live. Champagne, spilling the opulence. Side bitches remain anonymous. Got a condo on Collins, another on Sunny Isle. Making sure that you get around, cause these niggas are gun you down. Got my daughter a Fendi purse, and I took her to Disney World. All I give is game, digesting my every word. Time to charter the plane, all money the gang. Classic stay on my feet, double M on my chain. All I think about is all money. These niggas barely getting tour money.
They need less trappers and more poets. I kept talking to hustlers, it's more heroic. It's a difference when you rise out of ghetto, come back and grow it. The cane broke my heart in 3 places, I never show it. Close when niggas said they need less trappers and more poets. When niggas said they need less trappers and more poets. When niggas said they need less trappers and more poets. When niggas said they need less trappers and more poets.
Yeah, you know every time I come back, my shit A1.
When niggas said they need less trappers and more poets, I kept talking to hustlers, it's more heroic. It's a difference when you rise out of ghetto, come back and grow it. The game broke my heart in 3 places, I never show it. Close my eyes and the voice in my eardrums tell me for the feds come to turn these breadcrumbs to a hedge fund. Got a type to change your life when niggas survive shootings. Made it out alive, retired and drive Uber. I laugh at this whole shit, how I captured it so quick. Yeah, I ran the field with the passion of old Vic. Y'all dumb niggas broke cause money and accidents don't mix. Traffic my flow just like I'm back to my old tricks. Been a young legend, I caught flashes in 06. Buttons on the driver's side make the passenger door flip. Yeah, I've been getting a little too accurate, I need new challenges. You know the rules, if you move backwards then you do calendars. For street niggas, I'm the new catalyst, but who fathomed it? My heroes in federal sweatsuits and New Balances. What's the outcome for niggas like me? Where do I land? I put a Prezi on my wrist when the streets force my hand. Bumping in the old beef from my city. We spinning blocks, it's pressure until we get the respect. You get your pops, can only name a few rhymers who had it like dude got it. Make a list, huh? And I'm on their heels like shoe polish. I let niggas talk. All last year I was too modest. Whole gang up and my safe stuff like a Jew wallet. I pray for Glock boys and phones doing 1500 just to turn this shitty pumping into crispy 100.
extra love, so beautiful. Peace and love. Mama said, just be the love. Your soul is love, so beautiful.
Baby. Know what you're thinking, use one my mind. You gotta put the jail on this one. You can't even drink Cristal on this one. You can't roll a blunt to this one. You gotta light a J. You gotta put the jail on this one. You can't even drink Cristal on this one. You gotta drink Cristal. Probably some red wine, little gosh, a 9-7. This is for the grown and sexy. You can't roll a blunt to this one. You gotta light a J. You gotta put a J on this one. You can't even drink Cristal on this one. You gotta drink Cristal. Probably some red wine, little gosh, a 9-7. This is for the grown and sexy. Yeah. Can I get my grown man on for 1 second? I see some ladies tonight that should be hanging with Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Can you come hang with me?
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
DJ for that, man. I travel.
Good. Yeah. Also, you were saying, Don just said we just said we did a brunch. We did a brunch at a spot called, it's a popular spot in Atlanta called Fins and Feathers, if y'all ever heard of it. And I mean, you know, Atlanta, they just brunch.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
A brunch. So actually, one of our most popular drinks is called the Red Mosa. It's Red Lady and champagne. So put that champagne in there, top it off with a Red Lady instead of that OJ.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that you only need one cup of that.
And they went.
It's called a Red Mosa.
It's called a Red Mosa. Yeah.
Hold on. How you make it again?
So Red Lady and champagne, man. That's
so you can do the Clico.
The Clique.
Come on, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did it for Fins and Feathers. Maybe 3 days of advertising. And we had a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Came in and killed it from like 11 to 4. DJs, man,
I'm
with it.
You down to take a trip?
Yeah. I'm always down to take a trip.
Because I got an SUV. We'll pack that bitch up and gas up and hit the road.
Yo. Start drinking at 11 a.m. It was crazy.
No offense.
Yeah. So we did like I said, I just told them we did like 30% of their sales that day.
That's all
and
right.
So it really just, get it in front of people. That's what all it comes down to. I need as many people, as possible following at the Red Lady Punch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check out theredladypunch.com. And then we're in 40 locations between Florida and Georgia. So go pick up a bottle, shake well, pour over ice. Should buy 7 bottles, man. We need it, So
yeah, man. And listen, you can see me. It's my 3rd cup, man. Some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what you like to listen to, man? Like what's your music acumen like, man? Like what can we find you listening to? What's on your playlist, man? What you into?
Man, so right now I'm bumping this new this Moonchild just dropped on Friday. I don't know much. It's called Starfruit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
my kind of guy,
right?
Yeah.
So just
R&B, man. I tell you, that's my bag.
R&B. So you in the R&B?
I do a lot of R&B. It's just helped me focus, man. So I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of I got the old school love playlist, man. I was listening to that love ballad on the way here too.
That's that.
I'm a big fan.
Wait for Sundays on Power Plug Radio.
For real, man. I'm a big fan of Division.
Thanks.
And then, I keep up with the hip hop too, man. That Dope Don't Sell Itself right now is out. That 2 Chainz. I just came, just came from Atlanta. I know Valentine's Day was Monday, man.
I want to go to his spot so bad.
Yeah. The Pineapple Express.
Nah.
Oh, okay, because that just opened too.
Escobar. Yeah.
Pineapple Express. He just dropped that as well, which is a dispensary.
I heard about it. I just watched his
just opened last week.
I just watched his Earn Your Leisure interview
last week. So
That's the only. I think he's the only. I think he has like comeback player of the year, like most improved, like
people don't
to
even
go from
realize.
Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
I think 2 Chainz has one of the most. I think he has one of the best brands in all of
straight up
business.
Yeah,
2 Chainz,
so universal.
Snoop Dogg,
nobody compares to
DJ
Snoop.
Khaled.
Yeah,
I
nobody
mean,
compares to
they can do
Snoop
anything.
Nobody
Rick
compares. Yeah, nobody
Ross.
compares to Snoop.
Nobody. Nobody compares to
argue.
Rick
nobody
Ross.
compares to Shaq.
Nobody. Shaq. Now
Shaq
you
is
I
just
put
said
Shaq
something.
and Snoop in the same round.
Shaq and Snoop is up
For real?
there.
Ah,
And then
yes.
I put Chainz
Bruh.
right below.
I can't.
Snoop
Shaq got
has
so much
Martha
more, though.
Stewart following this man around everywhere.
Yeah, but
Most famous rapper ever, bro.
when you get into like a national like consumable like Papa John's, bro, like that's what I'm kind of like. I put Shaq above Snoop,
I don't
man.
know. Only reason I'm gonna say is because Snoop be on
bro.
daytime
Insurance.
TV. Snoop was in
Shaq
Target.
got all that too, though.
Yes.
TNT, you know what I'm saying? Like, he
No,
got all
that's
that.
real.
That's why I put them both in the
And it's
same.
probably because of who he was before he did.
Yeah,
You know what
both
I'm saying?
of them,
So I
yeah.
get it. I
They
get
both have recognizable faces.
doubt.
I doubt that they can go many places in the world and
not.
people don't know who
Yeah,
they
Snoop
are.
is the most famous artist,
Snoop,
or rapper
Snoop,
of all time.
We taught us
No
if
doubt.
if
Yeah.
hip hop had a
I get
logo,
that.
he'd be it.
yes.
it. Yeah, nah, seriously, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, man. So
So that man, and just man, like I said, I'm heavy into the R&B, and then I listen a lot just to instrumentals too, man. A lot of instrumentals, and then
Big facts.
a lot of instrumentals.
I say
And then-
that's your shit, though.
And then we was also listening to we mentioned that Ross and that Jada.
Yes.
I like to catch them songs, not even hit on the album, just like random features.
Yes.
That don't get enough.
We call them
play.
C-sides, man.
You call them
C-sides.
C-sides?
I like
I like that. I'm gonna
because-
start saying
Yeah,
that.
because you got the
C-sides,
A-sides with your singles, and on the
Yeah.
album you got B-sides, and then the
B-sides.
C-sides is like the Lucy's that don't make the album, they just put out.
I forgot that was called C-sides. I'm always
Well, I
thinking
don't know if it
something
is. I
wrong.
made that shit up. Follow the
I like that.
alphabet.
I like that. No, I'm running with that. I'm running with that.
That's the
C-sides.
one.
you really got to
We need
dig
to throw a
for.
seaside party,
Yes.
man.
No, C-side.
Nobody
Listen.
don't know no words.
So
We
there's
just vibing
in LA they throw.
What is this?
Bro,
There's a lot of what is this going on? A lot of Shazam in there.
in
Yeah,
LA they
straight
throw
up.
B-side parties.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's so dope.
Yeah.
Big shout out to DJ Artistic. He's
like
Issa
him.
Rae's one of her main DJs.
Yeah, I like him.
He headlines a
He one of
party
the
like
DJs.
that.
I'd be like, fuck, why
I
am I
love
not that good
Artistic.
yet?
What's his name?
DJ Artistic.
Yeah, like R and Artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fire.
I was just telling my boy though, especially here, man. You know, our radios they play the same thing over and over, right?
Right.
So if I was a DJ here, I just listen to other markets and just play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get asked all the
That's the
time.
real key.
I get asked all the
You
time
know
if
what I
I'm
mean?
from Miami or New York or
Because of
something.
your style, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, man. Like even Monday, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Valentine's Day. Y'all heard that Future Worst Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been on. It was man. I heard it 7 times on Monday.
Yeah.
I just heard it for the first time today here.
Hmm?
You know what I'm saying? So they just ahead of the game, and sometimes it's months.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But see, what a lot of go ahead, Don.
No, you
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, what a lot of DJs don't do is they don't. Well, our version of crate dig. You know what I mean? Like for me, I have Music Mondays where I take. It's supposed to be 1 hour, but this shit can go like to 5 hours. Where I just look for all new music.
Yeah.
Like whatever's hot, whatever's not, whatever I don't know about. So if, for instance, if I see like Moonchild, right? I'll go to maybe one song, and then I'll look at all his back catalog, or all the stuff that he might have put out that's not fame, that's these C-sides. Like I'll look at all of it and just hoard it,
Right.
and then just listen to it and then figure it out from there. A lot of DJs don't do that stuff, or they don't. Like I don't have no problem calling nobody because I don't know everything. So I'll call my homies in New York. Like I used to live up there. Yo, what's popping right now? Yo, this nigga Fabio is the shit. Let me
Bro,
sing you this shit.
City of Gods?
And then City of Gods. That's how I got City of Gods. I was on that shit like, bro, it's
I feel
drill,
like-
but it's different.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you're
I'm playing for you.
Fabio's special though, from the little bit that I heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for you after.
Fabio
after this.
big time special. Yeah.
City
I also feel like just speaking on DJs, you really got to be passionate about what you do and love what you do.
Yeah.
Like I love music from a spiritual space. Like I can listen to music for hours and discover music from back then and today. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I also wanted to kind of just touch on like there's power in having a niche as a DJ as well. I know some DJs that literally are making bank off of, cycling certain eras from the past. And they don't have to listen to what's out now, but they will keep a global ear, if you know what I mean, and just see like where different sounds are coming from, just incorporate that into their mix. But I really feel like niche is the wave for now and beyond. Yeah. Because I see so much longevity in niche spaces in every industry.
If you think about it, niche has always been the way. We look at Rolls Royce. How many Rolls Royce commercials you see? Or how many Lamborghini commercials you see?
They don't even advertise.
You know what I mean? So, like when we had a conversation, like when I say I don't like to do clubs, that's why. Like that's not my thing. Like I'm not trying to be out all times of night. No. But you give me a day party, I'm gonna light that bitch up.
Bro, I was just watching the 2 Chainz interview on Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah, me too. I watched that.
Facts. See,
you watch Earn Your Leisure?
I caught some
episodes.
I caught the
Earn Your Leisure so big.
You would like that episode.
You're gonna be on Earn Your Leisure very soon. I know it. I know it. But Chainz was just talking about the importance of preserving his brand and not spreading it too thin. He was like, you're not gonna see me out everywhere doing everything with everybody.
You can't.
You know what I mean? And I really had to take heed to that myself.
Yeah, you can't.
That worked for some people, and then it don't, because you know who I actually I heard I still call him Young Bird.
Hitmaker.
He actually made a good point about that. Like, you take a person, well, at the time she was, but now she's more so, into family unless her name is thrown in some bullshit. But he was like, you take a name or take somebody like Cardi B, who has the personality to stay on social media, because some people just made for social media. You know what I'm saying? So that's a person who is charismatic and entertaining enough to where they can create enough traction, enough content on social media where you'll never get tired of them. So by the time that they project, they album or single, whatever comes out,
that's different.
It's like
that's different.
But if you take somebody like,
but you ain't gonna see Cardi in it everywhere.
Yeah, you take you know what I mean? You take somebody like Kendrick, who really like, this nigga is in the life. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna probably hear or see from him, even if he do have a project out. Like, everybody don't have that type of personality to entertain. It's like, I'm focused on this product.
And I would say it also, like, for Kendrick to be away and to be in hiding is so on brand for Kendrick.
That's what he is.
You know what I mean?
Well, also,
big facts. For Cardi to be like, her personality is so big.
I gave y'all my Cardi story. Like,
yeah, you did.
She's really like that. Before the fame, before everything, in them strip clubs.
And that's who she is. You can feel it, like how it reverberate. Like that's.
But also another thing is, like, Kendrick can do that because he's good at what he does.
That's true.
That's that thing.
If you're not,
you have to be good.
You got to earn that.
You have to be immaculate. Damn it. You can't just be good.
So like for me, that's true. So for like me, like as a DJ, right? Because being here, I've turned down some stuff because one, they didn't want to pay me what my rate is, or two, it's just some swing in the mill, like late night type of shit. 10 to 3 in the morning. I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean?
I got you.
That's not conducive to my lifestyle. Gotcha. So I can say no, because the minute motherfucker pays me to do a wedding or to do a day party, whatever, I know what I can do between these samples, between all the music I know. Like, you're not gonna have to worry about sound. I know how to do sound. I know I have my own stuff. If you don't, like, I know what comes with that. So to your point, like, a person like Cardi is perfect because, one, she's good at what she does, but also she's good at being her.
Facts.
And being her is well received.
True.
So but you see, she ain't put no project out since 2018. Well, she don't got to.
Bro, but that invasion of privacy, I feel like that was an album full of singles.
It was.
I felt like
I was
the energy
surprised though.
The energy off that album, I knew it was like, but you can't just immediately come back from that. But you're right, it's been a minute.
Bro, you can choose almost any song and it can be a single.
It's an album full of singles.
But you gotta think though, like, a person that charismatic having a mainstream hit is not far-fetched.
Yeah. It shouldn't be.
Especially a person from the Bronx. Like, they very outspoken.
She can legit rap. She's good as well.
Yes. So it's not only that they flip the Mamba No. 5 track, but she's Spanish. You know what I mean? So it's
that's always a plus, because I think that's one of the most loyal fan bases in any genre.
The Latino
Latins, they represent.
No doubt.
When one of them come out,
I got
and rap.
I got a Latin artist I'm working with now back in Gainesville, and he be like, "Bro, you think I should rap in Spanish?"
Hell
nigga,
yes.
Hey, didn't Drake learn Spanish? Hey,
nigga, yes.
That Bad Bunny.
That is international.
That's
nigga.
international.
You know,
Exactly.
that's
Hell
nigga.
yeah.
Pitbull is right. Look at Pitbull.
We don't talk about Pitbull enough.
We don't. Mr. International.
He's an icon.
Fact.
Icon. He don't get no credit.
He
really
don't.
This way to that.
I was listening to stories, man, from Charlamagne talking about him, and I was like, bro, that man was getting it in Miami.
Facts, bro.
He was getting it in Miami.
Yeah, bro.
I got more respect for him.
To see that switch from you know, the Damn It Man and baggy shit to the tailored suits.
Bro, that Damn It Man.
Damn It Man.
Yo,
Damn It.
And this is why I'm a good DJ, because I can bring that shit up.
Now here's a question. This is me personal. Like, I like the blends, right? So I heard, you know, like when you know, two relevant songs or a relevant song to an old school, and I don't hear it enough.
Come on, man.
I don't hear it enough. That's you?
Come on.
I don't know. I don't hear
not
it.
just
I don't
me.
hear it
It's
enough.
Nah,
Okay,
facts,
cool.
facts,
Okay,
facts,
I don't hear it
facts,
enough.
facts.
I don't hear it enough.
You
Yeah,
just
so that's
gotta.
what I want. Yeah.
As a DJ, you gotta just
no music.
You have to be able to read a room, because I've been in rooms where I just knew off top, this crowd is not that receptive.
A lot of
I
DJs
know what you want to
illiterate.
hear. You know what I mean?
Top
I can try
40,
to
right?
put you on, but I know the vibes.
Top
Facts,
40, it is.
facts,
Yeah.
facts.
No, I
And
need that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
The worst thing be
Right.
the worst thing be when I be at like a baby shower, or I'll be like at a graduation party, and I'm chilling. I'm there to support whoever I'm there for.
Yeah.
And it's a DJ there, and a motherfucker be like, bro, you think you
Trash.
can like this nigga suck? You think you
But
got-
at the same-
you can't
I tell
push him
people,
off.
At the same time,
yeah,
bro,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just
it's such
shun
a
this nigga off.
it's such a luxury to be able to book a DJ, let alone at a goddamn baby shower. Whenever I get booked for a baby shower, I'm like, okay, now look, I know your grandma here, your mom here, your best friends here. How we finna do this? You feel me? Because you can't play cursing till after this time. Like, what? I've never even heard of DJs being at baby showers
everywhere,
until
yo.
recently.
But that's what girl, I mean,
Into the social media era.
weddings and baby showers carried me through COVID.
No facts.
Because you know people getting
Facts.
pregnant,
Straight up.
and then people want to get married.
I know it was.
I even DJ'd a divorce party.
Damn.
Because motherfuckers getting divorced, spending too much time together. You realize I don't really love this motherfucker.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, that shit happens.
So how y'all feel about the Super Bowl halftime show?
It's trash, man.
Bro, facts. But just in case you didn't catch it, I believe Dr. Dre put it together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he did the shit so right. We got to see Snoop Crip walk on stage.
Snoop.
We got to see
Listen to this.
Listen, I just want to, before you speak,
Go
because
ahead.
I said some
Go
shit
ahead.
last week by Eminem. And I forgot how much of a stan I was growing up. And when I seen that man perform Lose Yourself, and I'm screaming back at the TV, I'm like, yo,
You was doing
he's
like this?
still not beating Jay-Z in no battle, but I'm gonna rap with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rap with him.
Look.
Eminem in that
But Snoop,
You need to watch this.
all right, so Snoop
Nah,
is in
that's
my
true.
top 5 rappers of all time.
He's not in my.
I've never heard that from anybody.
He in my top
just in
5.
my top five.
And I'm gonna
You're
keep
not even
one.
in my top 10. You're not even in my top 10, though.
One, well, I'm like I'm a laid back person, so I loved LA.
So
like
it's a style,
flow.
though.
Yeah,
It's a style
but
issue.
not
Okay,
so
okay,
much.
cool.
Not so much the style too. He also checks off every box that you want to name for the greatest rapper of all time. There's if there's a box you got.
because we forget how dominant he was. in the
Exactly.
90s. Yeah,
So-
we do.
Facts,
we do.
facts.
But for him to be up there
Yeah.
in LA, in blue, in the pattern of the stuff he was eyeing on, you know.
And they asked him not to do that.
Exactly.
and he did
To
it.
crip walk,
That's Snoop.
to throw up the
That's
biggest C with a death row chain after just buying a label 2 days ago. Come on, bro. Yeah. Iconic, bro. That's just, you can't
That
beat
was
that shit,
iconic.
bro.
Like that's Snoop.
It's
That's
still got,
Snoop.
You already know what it is.
Got
that
the
you
money,
get.
man.
50
Yeah.
couldn't even stop that man from smoking on set. So like Super Bowl, you already come on now. That's Snoop.
I would have been surprised if he did smoke.
That's you already know what you
Yeah.
do.
Wow.
But you know, that halftime show really made me truly appreciate Dr. Dre, bro. It's
I know you know I played the piano.
I always vibe with Dre. Always.
Drop a line on y'all, though.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said this to my girl. I said, Dr. Dre is the best producer composer other than Quincy Jones.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not.
I can see it.
It's
It's hard to argue.
because it's like
It is hard to argue.
It's like,
It is.
it's
It
like
is.
who do you put above him, and that's why I say I only say Quincy because of Mike. You see what I'm saying?
I can feel that.
Whole different.
80, who you put above that?
I gotta think
Above who?
because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Dre?
Nobody.
Nobody.
And you gotta think of, that's what I'm
Nobody?
saying. Listen,
It's
everybody.
somebody.
Listen,
Put your boy above.
I don't.
Listen, everybody
You
on
won't put your
stage.
boy above?
I don't, and I'm gonna tell you
Everybody
why.
who's on
Facts.
stage. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Everybody on
No,
that stage
when
was
I-
Dr. Dre.
Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all
No,
finish.
facts.
Go ahead.
Everybody on stage was a Dr.
When
Dre
I
product.
seen
Everybody.
when
on
I
stage.
really took that in, I said, "Yo,
Everybody.
what this
Of
man
course.
Dre did for the culture."
Everybody.
That was the thing, but that was the thing.
All right.
The theme is Dr. Dre's halftime show, but these are the people who have assisted me, and I've assisted with mega hits
None
and
of this-
influencing the culture.
Everybody
Now-
on stage, bro.
Bro,
They
like,
shape,
the mega-
they shape
So-
the culture, bro.
So
Everybody.
Jai's gonna get on me because Pharrell's my guy.
I ain't finna get on
No,
you.
no, no.
I just
No,
want to
I'm
see
a
you
Pharrell-
put up
I'm
a
a
fight
Okay.
because
I love
of him.
Pharrell.
I
love
can't.
Pharrell.
I can't only
I love.
because there was no West Coast without until Dr. Dre.
That's what I'm
Of
saying.
course.
That's what I'm,
So he was the architect of a whole sound.
He just
And not only that,
Facts.
He did.
he
Facts.
came in with the music I grew up listening to.
No,
you know what I
for
mean?
real.
So like the Bootsy Collins and the funk shit, like the G funk. Like if you think about the tree, if Dr. Dre had the fucking tree, we talking about Cube, we talking about
wanna say
Snoop, we
somebody,
talking
but I
about.
ain't got no.
Listen,
People don't want to admit it, but we talking about Pac. We
Yeah.
talk. We
What you
talking
mean?
about.
It's hard not to like that's
Diddy did a lot too. Like Diddy
Diddy did a lot.
He don't get enough credit, but I'm talking
I
about,
tell y'all,
I don't put Diddy over J. I don't put Diddy over JD.
you don't put Diddy over JD. I put Diddy over JD.
Nope.
No, I don't.
Who all JD gave us real quick?
Brad. Oh wow, like his
Confessions.
Jagged Edge.
No, facts.
Usher, like, he was
Facts.
a whole Usher.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, big facts. No. You know what? I'm over here
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about
think
it.
about
It was a few people
Think
that
about
not
it.
a Diddy
But
catalog
Diddy-
with me, but
And
Diddy put a lot of people.
he did. But JD is responsible for why Mariah Carey is still famous as she is today.
facts.
Emancipation of Mimi.
Facts.
Mariah was in the doghouse. Brought her ass back to life.
Yeah, man.
No,
But I can't
facts.
think about that.
To answer your question, I can't put nobody over
That's why I say
Dre.
Dre.
Can I
'Cause
just
you
say
got-
my favorite, my personal
And then
favorite?
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Who, Dilla?
Nah, Kanye.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna argue that.
But I'm not gonna put him over Dre. I was
Nah.
ready to, but I'm like, I can't do that.
As
But that's my
as
personal
I'm watching
favorite.
the show, I'm looking at Dre's branch too. I'm looking at like
You feel me?
I'm looking at Game. I'm looking at Young Buck. I'm looking at Lloyd. I'm looking at like.
Bruh.
But you
I'm
not-
looking at TDE. You
But,
know what
but
I'm saying?
people don't
Like,
even think.
Seeing
But you don't
Kendrick
even
and
think
them two
about.
made
But
it
you don't
hit
even
differently.
think about stuff like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
You don't think about it? Yeah.
No, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't really have much to do with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
But
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying
two
without
songs,
without
you know what
Dre,
I'm
we
saying?
don't get Ruthless.
Without NWA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
so, even it might not be a direct branch. It's
Yeah.
still a, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Mac 10, you know what I'm saying? Like Exhibit.
Dub
you
C.
forget about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely forgot about them.
and then he did the No More Drama beat, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yeah,
He did no more
Yeah,
drugs.
and he did.
She up there like,
What's
all
that?
the-
Family Affair. All the songs she did.
Okay, all the things she did. I got
He
you.
That was all
produced.
him. So I'm like, y'all
Yeah,
don't even
man,
know,
Dre.
like,
Damn.
all of 50, like in the club was.
All of 50.
It took me 10 years to really realize like that.
Wait, how old are you?
34.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So the Get Rich or Die Trying was my first album I ever bought.
Oh, for real? Okay.
That I
okay.
went to the
One of my
store,
first
FYI,
Yeah.
and bought. That was the first album.
was a-
the
that
other
was
ones
a
I had
great
to like
album.
steal.
That's a classic. Yeah, that's a classic.
And see, I was a Game fan, like a big Game
Yeah.
fan.
I
So
was
was
never
like,
no Game fan.
he had one album.
I tried to
bro.
be that. You know, the
Yeah, one
documentary.
album.
Really
Nah, he made
had
good
the
albums.
documentary was
logo.
amazing.
He
Yes.
made good albums. It's just his
they
bullshit
was
getting
all,
away.
they was
He was
all
getting
50
corny.
throwaways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there was
50
also
ain't do them boys right.
They was-
yeah. No, he didn't. He didn't. No, he didn't.
But it was Dre production, bro.
How did he not do them right?
Bro, when you get to a point where you just start dissing
How did
your
he
own
not
artists and
do
your
it
artists
right?
don't even know why they
know
getting
what?
dissed. Let's not pretend like we don't know what happened back then, bro. It was times he was dissing like, damn, he dissed who? Tony Diego, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, excuse me.
According
He
to his
did
book,
this and
according
that.
to his book, he was like they didn't have to work ethic though.
Yeah.
And I
He
can
did.
believe that.
Oh, so you
I
read
can
his book?
believe
Yeah, I read that shit
So,
too.
so I'm gonna retract my
Wait,
statement.
you talking about the 50 Laws of Power?
Nah, the last one was I got it. It's a Hustle Harder.
Oh, okay.
And
Alright.
he
'Cause the
explained it.
50
He was
Laws of
like,
Power, they
yo,
talking
he was like,
about it.
Banks
He
was
talked
the
some about
best.
it too.
Like
He said,
lyricist.
Yeah.
he
Banks
spoke
don't
on
fuck
Banks,
off.
But
he
he
said
don't
Banks-
have
To
no
this
Banks
day,
was-
Banks
He
still
want to be in the
dropping.
streets though.
but
Still,
Banks
bro.
was stuck in
Yeah.
a thing as to
Couldn't.
where he wasn't open to
Yeah, he
trying
wasn't.
to market himself.
There was
Yeah.
one one line. He was like,
it
was a line he said. It was like, oh, it was a line. Banks was like, Biggie would have never done this, and 50 was like, bro,
yeah, he was like, you crazy? He's dead. How can you say that?
No facts, bro. That's another thing 2 Chainz was talking about. He was like, yeah, man, I embrace the evolution of hip hop. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna try to stay stuck in some past tense. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna change my sauce, but I'm gonna just see how my sauce was.
That's why I like today. Like Snoop. Like I know he's not as big as a music artist these days, but I listen to every Snoop album. So even the last one, well, the one before this,
the gospel album.
No, not the gospel album.
But you said
that was good though.
It was good.
Oh no, you asked me to listen to it. Yeah, listen to it.
It was good.
It's in my phone. Wait, hold on.
I couldn't get down with it.
It threw me off. It's good.
I couldn't give it no time.
Hold up.
Snoop got a gospel album.
And he won a Grammy.
He won a Grammy though. He won a Grammy.
Of course you gonna win a Grammy.
Look. All the Snoop shit.
I couldn't give it no play.
It's right there. You see it's right there?
I ain't giving no
Bro,
I don't want to hear no
all of my Snoop history.
But it wasn't
knowledge.
Snoop rapping though. It was just him like putting together the biggest gospel artists, and he DJ Khaled.
It was his DJ Khaled. Yeah.
Oh, it was a compilation.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I thought he was rapping. I was like,
he did
a song with Kurt Franklin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did a couple, but other ones he talked on. Like he just talked on, like he was just, you know what I mean. And then
now that makes sense.
Yeah, and then
Snoop gospel.
Then the Clark sisters came in singing and shit.
Well, get out of here! And then got a Grammy. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, bro, gospel album, bro.
I don't respect Grammys anyways.
Yeah, I'm not big on Grammys either.
I can feel it.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, Snoop is the motherfucker.
Yeah, man, y'all heard it here first, man. Dre's the best since Quincy Jones.
I can't argue that.
I can't argue that right now.
What I don't like about what people say about Quincy Jones is they often give him Thriller as his like.
That's his best work.
Not his best work, but like what he's known by. I'm like, the man produced Frank Sinatra. Like you can't.
I mean, but it's like what record had the most mass appeal, like, and for the culture, Thriller is just
for our culture. But I mean, he's produced, like he produced every major artist almost in the world. So
he did. He's got Whitney records. He got
Sinatra, bro. Like Sinatra had to tell.
I didn't know the Sinatra.
Yeah, Sinatra. He used to be on Sinatra's band.
But you can't really talk.
If you see video, true. If you see like old videos,
bro, it's like
he's like conducting a band. There was times where Sinatra had to tell the hotels in Vegas
to let him in.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him in as a black man. That's how far back Quincy Jones goes.
He been rocking for a while.
Bro, he used to engineer for Bruce Springsteen and shit.
He got Stevie Wonder records. Like that's what I'm saying. You can't just beat him.
Well, Stevie's the best. I gotta take Stevie's the best musician ever lived.
Oh fuck!
It's hard.
Boy, y'all niggas, fucking with me.
It's hard.
My mind ain't fucking with that.
Tell me what Stevie can play everything.
It's hard.
He had his first number one hit at the age of 12.
What about Prince though?
Nah, I put him over Prince. Because he
only had a guitar, right?
Yeah,
I was late to the.
Prince could play
9 instruments.
He could play. He could play a lot more than that.
He can. Yeah.
Marvin Gaye could play 6.
But he wasn't 12.
My man.
Now that's
9. That's what.
Marvin. Well, Marvin. That's my favorite artist all time.
Marvin. Hey, come on.
You give me a Marvin sense.
Yeah.
Come on.
Marvin Gaye is my favorite artist all time.
Damn.
But I'm telling you,
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
Look
to
at
put
musicians
over Stevie Wonder, because you know what? So I was watching an old clip of I think he gave some type of award presentation, and he was like, present the winner, and the winner is he whipped out his harmonica.
Yeah.
He started playing 21 Questions on the harmonica. I'm like, this nigga is really in tune. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you go back and listen to old Stevie.
I don't think he blind either.
I don't think he blind. I don't think he blind either.
But even if he's
I don't think that nigga blind either, bro. I don't think he is.
But even if he's not though, he produced his first number one hit at 12. His song he produced at 12.
And and also too, not just that. But
what do you mean?
He started early though.
But listen, with every sound, sonically, stylistically, genre change, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to whatever the sound is, like when rap came in, he's done all of that.
All of it.
He's done it effortlessly. And he's like still
he can,
Stevie. So when people say it's like,
he can, you know his voice.
I'm not even gonna argue with you on that.
You know what I mean? You know
Stevie the best, man.
I think he can see too though. Somebody should throw a shoe at that nigga and see what happened.
My dog not moving.
He might hit you with that George Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look like
it's hard to argue. Damn hard to argue.
Yeah, Dre, man. I was watching that, man. I was like, this is amazing,
I posed this to old people too. I talk to a lot of old people because they be having funny ass stories.
No facts.
And you tell them Stevie Wonder, best musician of all time. They'll look at you like they want to argue. Because when they was growing up, Stevie was that nigga.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't mind giving him that though. For now.
Yeah.
You talked earlier.
Yeah.
You gonna do some research?
I gotta do some research.
That's a take.
Man.
That's a take for your ass.
I'm gonna let it rock because I can't even put somebody in
it's hard.
I said Prince, and I was like, he's like, nah, bro. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Me down quick. I'm out.
You talked earlier about being around your grandparents, man, and I said this year like one of my things that I need to do is talk to older people.
Man, listen, man,
like
listen.
what kind of currency that give you,
bro? My favorite person in the world is my grandmother, and it was my grandfather. You know, rest his soul, he's gone. But I'm at my grandmother's house 2-3 times a week, man.
Yeah.
And whether it's just, you know, watching Ion TV criminal shows,
man,
just asking them on perspective, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I love hearing her stories about being the only black, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say person of color, man. I don't even say that. Like black, like in those arenas.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about 1977, bro, sitting in the auditorium, and it's like two of y'all. Two of y'all. And I've been that person in college, but it's a different time though, right?
Right.
And it's just like I can't even fathom. Because even if you think you can put yourself there, you can't.
You know what's wild,
man?
Like I talk about watching a lot of documentaries, and so my grandma raised me, right? So this was like, I want to say maybe a couple, like last year, let's say like summer. I'm watching a documentary, and it's about Motown. And they talk about how shit was in the 50s and 60s. And this woman, like she's sitting down watching it with me, and this woman literally is giving me like a play-by-play of like, that happened, but it didn't happen like that. And that shit clicks. Like, holy shit, this woman like saw this shit. Like firsthand. She felt the assassinations and the dogs and Alabama and like that is nuts to me. And then her mother, then my great grandmother had like was around for Black Wall Street, like the massacre of Black Wall Street, like that. It's just nuts that they could break that shit down to you. Like this really happened. This wasn't really like this. This, you know what I mean? And then you just like, oh shit, like you for real, like you know that shit.
I've been finding myself in the last year and a half, like, and I always forget because I kind of want to live in the moment. I want to just record it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's more organic, and obviously, you know, when it's not like, hey, grandma, tell me a story, and then hit the record button. I just got to do it as it's in real time. But man, those things are just so invaluable. And like I say, from a business standpoint, you know, doing the taxes, and we had these, you know, we had these conversations like doing the taxes, maximizing relationships. These are conversations that we have constantly. You know, she's one of the few people that I have my circle, but she's one of the few people, and especially her being 82, like checking in. You know what I'm saying? How many people do we really have checking in? She's like, yo, how you feel about this? Like, how was Atlanta? You know what I mean? Like, was it as black of an experience as it was last time? These are questions I'm getting from my grandmother. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, like really real deal, like appreciate it. So yeah, man. So like to your point earlier, man, I didn't have a liquor mentor, but I had a business mentor who happens to be family. You know? Yeah.
How does that feel to have your family support you? Because them some of the hardest people to get on board.
It is different, man. It is different. And all family doesn't support, you know, because some people, you know, there's a stigma around liquor. You know, people forget, you know, Jesus' first miracle was water to wine. I tell people that. But you know, I think it's just, you know, KYP is my favorite saying. You know, like knowing your personnel, and you know, you got to realize who is for you and who's not for you. And just because that word family binds y'all doesn't mean they have to support you.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. So the faster you learn that, who is and who isn't, you know, the better off you'll be. And that's just like with any consumer. You know what I mean? Treat your family like consumers. You know, let them know what it is, let them know what it isn't, and those who get on board will, and those who won't, it's fine. Ain't no animosity.
Where this bottle done took you, man? Talk about some of the places, like states.
Man. So every trip is business. I mean, every trip is personal, business personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a never I encourage entrepreneurs, like, you are your brand, you know, whatever you have. So I was in Cabo, man, March, last March, and on the beach, ended up talking to a dude who charters boats, and he was like, man, I could bring this in. And it's just like those type of things, you know? Even before I was in stores, or maybe I was in 1 or 2 stores, I had shipped to 30 states. I had thrown parties in 10 states. We threw a 200-person party off of the Las Vegas Strip, and I was never there.
Oh, that's crazy.
All I did was ship the product out there.
Damn.
Yeah,
Who
so
held that down for you?
So former NFL player, man, he went to Lakewood, so made a call, and he's like, yo, ship it to me, we'll get it done. Yeah, bro. So it's been love, man. A lot of love.
Lakewood done produced a few NFL players.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Trying to tap into that, you know, as we speak. So
okay.
But yeah, man. I went
Gibbs
to
ain't fucking off either. My bad. I graduated from Gibbs. My bad. It's the red lady talking at me.
You gonna rep your shit, huh?
Yeah. It's all good.
Gibbs too.
It's all good. Yeah, we done threw a couple parties in Cali. A couple parties in Dallas, Orlando. But yeah, so right now it's just been mainly Atlanta and Tampa Bay area.
Love it.
Yeah, man. So been a journey.
We talked about you spoke on, you know, before we went into the break, you spoke on, you know, your relationship with God.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I had done been got from you, not even talking about it. I think, you know, like, did you ever like have questions or feel kind of uneasy, like, you know, I could be trying to pray about something or manifest something, but damn, I'm doing alcohol, like. So is this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I think where it starts with, and I'm saying this is from my grandfather, who is, you know, a man of the word, but also very practical. And I think that's where we miss, you know, that's what we missed. It's, we confuse, you know, religion with spirituality, and that's a whole another conversation, right? But for me, it's all about specificity. You know what I'm saying? Like, we play these generic prayers to a specific God. And I tell people, man, like, hold God's feet to the fire. You know, I literally have asked, yo, God, I need an investor by June. Got that bad boy in July. God, I need 10 cases moved in 3 weeks. I got it in 4 weeks. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
How do you make these goals? Or how do you expect to get somewhere you don't have goals, or like you not specific and you not measurable? You don't do that in anywhere but your personal. Because when you go to work, you know you got to be there at 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what your check supposed to look like on Friday. Like, why you don't treat your life like that? And so for me, it was always like, okay, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I want a niche product. Got it, right? I need a name that's going to stick. Got it, right? I need a team that's going to stick. Got it, right? I need money. Got it, right? Like, and so, and then also realizing some of the things that I haven't gotten is just straight on me. Like, really, it's easy to be like, God didn't give it to me, but like 9 times, I believe, and this is a high percentage, like 9 times out of 10, God waiting on us. We ain't waiting on God. And I know even right now, I could be bigger. I can tell you 5 to 10 things that I have not done that would have made this interview even bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's capacity, but sometimes it's just procrastination and laziness. And I don't have no problem saying it. And so with the spirituality, you know what I'm saying, knowing who we serve, knowing what the voice sounds like, because, you know, he speaks through people, you know what I mean? And being able to recognize him for every single thing. You know, classification is key. You know, if something bad happens, I'll be like, okay, I don't even say problem amongst my team. I was like, there's an opportunity. Opportunity. Now, also, I know I'm preaching a little bit. Like,
no, you're not. You talking.
Also, you know, also emotions are real too. So like, you're allowed to feel. You're allowed to feel bad. You know, it's crazy. Toxic toxic positivity. Yeah, I just heard this term like 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, that's not what I do, but I understand it. Like, right. You're not gonna be positive all the time.
Sometimes you gotta look at shit for what it is.
You gotta feel it. Like, this is a shitty day.
I tell people, like, feel what you feel because it's real.
But you gotta know why you feel.
Just don't bask.
Here's the thing, though. It's never a shitty day.
Literally.
shitty moment.
Right.
You never have a
turn
shitty
up,
24.
yeah.
You never have a bad 24. You have a bad 1 minute. You have a bad 10 minutes. You might have a bad hour. For me, I never let it go for longer than an hour. I
Can't turn a mole into
You know,
a
it takes
mountain,
maturity to gain that type of
It
mindset.
does.
Like, I know going through college, I went to school for psychology and business, and we were taught a lot about. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be in HR and shit, but you know, music just went sad. A little jiggy over here,
man,
but
get the bag.
But with that being said, like it was talking about, I don't want to, don't quote me on it, but like an adolescent mind, they think so in the moment that it's like, yo, I'm going through this and this is gonna be forever.
Yeah.
You know, but the older you get and the more you go and grow through,
No doubt.
you know, what you go through,
Yeah.
it's like you build that mental strength.
You need to,
you know what
need
I'm
to
saying?
live in the moment.
Yeah.
But not
I'm in that
thinking.
space.
the
But
moment.
also that's what, isn't that what entrepreneurship is? Because a dude told me once, right? Another white guy. I used to coach when I used to coach basketball.
Okay.
White guy came to me and he was like, this when I first got into back into radio. And then he was like, hey, I heard your show, you know, it's pretty good. And he was like, yeah, what do you want to do with it? And I'm like, I don't know if I can do anything. I don't know nothing. This is right before the podcast boom.
Right.
And I had been feeling it because I do a lot of reading too. So I've been reading on podcasts.
Yeah.
And he was like, he looked me dead in my eye and was like, you know what your people problem is? And I was like, looked at him sideways, like, all right, nigga.
It's coming.
But he was like, yeah. But he was like, y'all have all of the power and don't use it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, why are you sitting here coaching just because you played basketball? Like, go do it. Obviously, you're great at this. Just go do it. And that kind of stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of stuck. And then he told me, like, when you're an entrepreneur, because I went back and we would have conversations, and he was a carpenter, making 6 figures easy. And I went back and talked to him, and he was like, bro, all entrepreneurship is you preparing for what can go wrong. And that requires you to plan.
Amen.
And every day you live in the moment, but you think in the future.
Yeah.
And ever since then, that shit just kind of stuck. And that's kind of like what you have to be, especially like as a man, as a provider, especially like as a father. You got, a kid. I got a kid. I don't know if you have kids.
No
okay.
kids yet. No.
But you got to think about, you already thinking about when she getting married and all that stuff. But at the same time, you live in
right here
in that time you got with that person.
True.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a tough meeting.
Duality, huh? It is.
It's tough focusing on those bricks when you're in the moment.
Yeah.
You know
but that's what, to his point, that's what bring me back to, like, if you have a shitty moment, like, all right, this ain't really fucking up the 5-year plan.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So I can't let it bother me that much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed. Let me be pissed. Let me go do a mix. Usually when I do a mix, I'm good. Like,
right. And then you said another thing too that I think is big. You know, it's like sometimes those moments were missed just off simply procrastination and laziness.
It is, man. To be us,
bro. I had to tell myself in a moment where I was feeling very, very overwhelmed, and I'm like, yo, I'm not overwhelmed, really. I'm just very unorganized, and it's causing me to be overwhelmed. You feel me? Because now I feel like I got a million things to do. You know what I'm saying? So to really sit down and prioritize things and structure your day, it's like you calm down. You know what I mean? So that's a big thing.
I'm gonna tell you, thinking is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expound on that.
Man, it's kind of like what Don said. Like, people they classify things wrong all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, depression is real, overwhelming is real. You know what I'm saying? But like, it could be avoided simply by just thinking and just like chill the fuck out.
Bro, me learning how to say fucking no,
just relax,
and him being organized.
What's the bar you got? Depression is thinking too far in the past.
Yeah,
anxiety is
depression
thinking too far in the
is thinking
future.
too far in the past, and anxiety is thinking too far in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a universal quote. That's Bible now.
I get that shit a tattoo. Yeah. Don't try to be like me.
Yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's basically what it is, man.
Seriously.
So, like, you know, I mean, entrepreneurship, I think that's something that a lot of people romanticize.
That's a problem too, man.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not. Not,
bro. It's social media.
Because
It's not glorious, man.
you literally like.
It's not glorious at all.
You know,
At all.
you got rid of your safety net. You know what I'm saying?
cut
And
it.
you probably flew before your wings was even
Ready, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, talk about that. And like, I think one of my favorite, what I feel like is the most important attribute, especially with us as men, that we should have is resilience.
No doubt. Yeah,
I think that's the most, you know, I'm a big Muhammad Ali fan. And that's the thing that he showed me the most was resilience. So speak on that as far as, you know, when you try to push for something and sometimes some shit may not pop off.
Yeah.
Or when you may get caught up in a moment where you beat yourself up like, oh man, that wasn't even a fact. I fucked that up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Talk about how you push through that and what is it that makes you basically your why.
Yeah. So two things, you know what I mean? Like I got an unfair advantage, and I've never said this, but like my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? So we talking about resilience. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, you never knew him though. So I actually spoke to a man who had more resilience than pretty much any man I've ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one up right there, right? And then on top of that, he told me like, you know, he's like, eliminate your choices. It's kind of like what you're saying about the options with the bottle. Nah, I only need one, right? I don't need 10. So what I say is when people are like, oh yeah, the red lady doing, you know what I'm saying? I be like, I don't have no choice. Like I have no choice for this to be successful. It's never crosses my mind that it won't. So like being here is not surprising, right? And for me, that's what it is. Like I really have the mentality like I can't lose. Like I can't lose, so the team won't lose, so the people won't lose. Like I just can't. And that's how I operate all day, every day. Like I do everything that I can, my to-do list, my prayer, my meditation, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't lose, bro. And if you knew you couldn't lose, how effective would you be? Your mixes would be amazing. You'd be the best DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Which they are, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no doubt.
Nigga, lose yourself.
And
by
don't just
Eminem
say
just
it.
came
And
right
I'm
in
not
my
talking about
head.
just saying. I'm talking about like I'm like belief, like bro. I'm the best DJ out here, right? Like it's the best rum punch on the market, straight up. Like put it against another one. That's how I feel.
To your point, saying that is one thing.
Believing is another.
Believing it when someone is in your face doubting you is a whole other.
Check who's saying it though.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Oh, I do. I always check. I always check. Yeah.
Like,
I always check the source of everything.
Yeah, everybody's got opinions about rum punch, but I'm like, man, when the last time you started?
Yeah.
I just want to know, you know. What
or
I'm
how
saying?
many rum punches have you drank?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, and that's a powerful like mindset to have, because sometimes we look for mentors or comparisons to figure out what we're doing and how we're doing it, but you don't even know if like, yo, God put you on this earth to be a whole wave creator.
You are the prototype.
You about to be a trendsetter. So everything you doing for your blueprint is brand new, and you literally have to learn as you go.
You're looking for validation,
You know what I'm
but you
saying?
are the verification.
I think I really like realized that too, because in moving here, I was like, damn, I need to, because I had a mentor, but he passed away for COVID like last year.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I got out here, was like, damn, I need to. I even like was posting this shit, like, damn, I need to meet people. I need to find a mentor. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, damn, I need to find one in the realm of media, you know, music.
Yeah. No, bro.
But realistically, you just need to be around somebody who's resilient. You know what I mean? Because me naturally, I hate to lose more than I like to win.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And what you really need is a connectivity, right? Like you don't even need a mentor.
That's our word. That's our word.
So I didn't really need somebody I didn't need somebody to show me. I needed a good distributor. I needed a sales team. I need some cash. Other than that, I was stop making everything so convoluted and complex. Like, what is this? This is a drink. That regulation, which is just paperwork, right? I just need people to know so people can buy. Make money. That's it. Just keep it that simple. Go through the ins and outs of it all, but that's it.
It's just that simple.
Yeah, running a business is simple. It's just not easy.
True. Bro, it's about systems. Once you figure out your formula and you're able to put systems in place where you can see what it really looks like on a day-to-day basis to get to your goal, that's what makes it easy. You feel me? Like that's something I really had to quote unquote sample from corporate America. Like yo, everything ran within a system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything had a chain of command.
Yeah.
Everything had a structure. So even what I do on just an individual level, it's like that should have a system. Like, you know, bare minimum, I'm here every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And what does that take to be here every Wednesday? You know?
What helped me too is like being in corporate, but also like playing sport. Like so
sports.
I went to school to play to play basketball on a scholarship. So you can't, it ain't no slacking off because the next motherfucker can take your shit.
Bruh,
so doing corporate, like I learned system of structure, but also learned individual system of structure.
Right.
Because, you know, in order to be good at a sport, you gotta bring what you bring to the team.
And it helps, man. Sports does help, but you don't need it. And like I said,
no, you don't at all.
Like, if you had a right person, for me, my grandfather, obviously Muhammad Ali, and he taught me as well. That person, if you can just get what you need from that person,
and I think that's what helped me. That's what helped me move on from basketball because, you know, when you stop playing, it's like, well, damn,
fuck, I'm
identity, right?
Yeah, like what now? Because who am I? Like I was always, I always identify with music, but when I do something, it's like.
That's
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like you got what you needed to get out of this, and I think that was God's way of doing that. All right, so let's go to the military. You got what you needed to get out of that. Get in the radio, and you get fired twice. I got fired twice from radio for reasons like that had nothing to do with me. It was like, but I also read that, you know, a successful person in media gets fired at least 4 times before they get their big break. So I was like, okay, cool. It's just
I'm on pace.
I'm on pace. I'm in my 30s on pace. Okay, I can do this at 40, 50.
You know, Kobe said he used to get excited about the L's because when you get a win, you kind of chill. You know what I mean? Even if you just won by 2 or 3 points. But when you lose, you analyze every aspect of that game. You know what I mean?
You
and
don't want to feel that shit.
Facts. And you don't want to repeat that. A true champion, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
if it's, I heard everybody say something about, because it sound like everybody done had experience in corporate America, right? I think the one thing that I took from corporate America, and you know, try to use it in what it is that I'm working towards, is that I noticed that in corporate America, from the smallest job to the biggest job, they tell you, you know, take care of the customer. Take care of the customer. Take care of the customer. Take care of your people. Take care of the customer. And it's not that nothing is wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, it's like if you got a team and you got people that's working for you, got to take care of your people.
Take care of the worker.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't take care of your people, that's taking care of people. Bitch don't want to work for your ass no more.
No facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But jobs be having high turnover.
Right. So it's
take care
like,
of your people.
And that's, you know, I got some people, you know, thank God for them that kind of do some things for me. And I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
And coming into this year, you know, really being dead set on like, man, I don't want to, you know, if it's not about people I work with, you know, or when I'm doing an event, even this podcast, you know, like I'm spreading my voice, we spreading our voice to people. So it's like, I think I said it once before, like, you got a voice or you got a mouth.
Yeah.
And I think in America, especially when it comes to these platforms where people speak, it's like everybody go for the shock value. Just say the most
crazy,
the craziest, most off the wall thing, and the thing I think that be pissing me off about it the most is like some of the people that say the shit that they say out of some of the most educated people.
No doubt.
You're like, you really smart, but you really
dumb.
Act why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for ratings, man.
And it's like, man, I really like came into this year, you know, and even just talking about it, thinking about it, because me and Chandra had talked about this podcast for like, before I made up my mind to do it, like a year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like at first I was like, everybody doing podcasts. But then it's like, all right, you know, because I've been in a space and I work with people all the time that use their voice. You see what I'm saying? That use their voice to get across to the masses. And it's like, man, like, you know, I don't want to do nothing suckerish.
Yeah.
Nothing lame.
Man, corny.
Nothing corny.
Nothing un-P.
Nothing un-P. For no type of recognition. For no money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fact.
For none of that.
Right.
And I don't want to work with people who I sense that. But also too, I gotta remember that, you know, if it's about the purpose, if it's about the plan, God could place some, you know, some like, why would I complain about a snake if I put myself in a position like, well, I'm the snake charmer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I complain about a person being an animal when I mean, if there is certain type of animal characteristic or whatever, like, I'm in the jungle, so I already know that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So talking to you, it's like, it just seemed like, you know, I got this thing I know until I figure out the odds may work in my favor. I'ma just go against the odds and see what it is I can do. I'ma just go out here and do it. Black man, I got a drink. It ain't even like it's a cognac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a different type, yeah.
It's I got a rum punch. And you know what? Just so happened that I'm in a grassroots city that got distilleries and probably more breweries than distilleries. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's an uphill battle. But this is a battle that I'm gonna choose to fight. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I met you, you was pushing. You was still out the trunk. But I was just like, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it, and the product is good.
That's the fun shit to me, man.
That's what it is.
Out the trunk, man. The process, like out the trunk. I think about the Master P selling his shit out the trunk because I started in sales. That shit, I used to do like direct sales too, like door knocking and shit. That shit is, I don't know, man.
That shit is cool.
Like, fall in love with the process. There's something to be said for that.
But you know what? That's a cliche thing because we can be dead set on the end result. And I know I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Like, that's to my point. Like, man, I want just to include that. Like, I heard Nas say everybody want to go from 0 to 100, but you missed the dash. You know what I'm saying? You missed the dash in between, and them some of the most important times where you pick up the gems, you pick up the jewels, you pick up the experiences along the way. And at the time, you might not even know that you picking them up because you so in, you know, autopilot. Like, I can't, no matter what happens, like, I can't stop. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gotta keep going. But then it just hit you one day. Like, you might have that moment where you looking back and like, damn, I can remember, bitch, I ain't even had no. I ain't had this
label.
Logo. I ain't had no labels.
Yeah,
for real though.
My bottle wasn't even red. Yeah,
it was clear.
So when you, how often you had a moments where you be like, damn, like I done came from the trunk, bitch. Now I'm here. I'm at some white folks function. I don't even, but they like what I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So with the team, man, we do it every month. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do it by myself, we do that. We recap. You know what I mean? Actually, I just did this last night, man. I recapped the month of January and just had to be like, we did this, we did that, this was that. Like, how did it feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we do it like right when we get back in town too. So, and then I'm traveling with my team too. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me and Javaris. So he's like, bro, how you feel? He's like, man, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. Like, we were just up in Atlanta. He was like, do we want to put the red most on the table? Do we want to put the red lady on the table? Like, we check in. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important to do it in the moment, and also while we are small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's like,
you can afford,
I need to know who the hell you are right now, bro. We go any further because if somebody cuts his check and it's like, that's crazy. I don't even know my man. So we 3 years down. That's my dude. I call him right now. He'll wake up. He'll come up. If you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We've gotten to that point where it's like, yo, we've been on planes. We've been on, you know, I got you. I know we got to wrap up. So, that's it. Check in.
One last thing, because man, I wish we could go. Because I know somebody, you know, my thing is, you know, I want to be able to connect with people right where they at. I believe in meeting people right where they at. If you could give something to somebody that's listening right now that's sitting on $1 million idea, but they, like I said, maybe too far in the past, maybe too far in the future. What could you say to bring them in the moment so when they wake up in the morning, you can give them something to like, man, I'm finna do this shit.
Regret hurts, man. Yo, regret hurts. Like I know for me, like I'd rather do it and fail than to think about if. And so run it, man. Do your research, do your reading, like hop into it. Like even if you don't know shit, do it. Cause I didn't. I know what liquor is. I know we drink it, but I figured it out. And if you would just take the time to read and figure out what your stuff is, you'll get fast, man. Trust me. I made more progress in a month after leaving my corporate job during COVID than I did the previous 3 years. A month.
That's major.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So just do it. Go for it. Go for it. And like wholeheartedly go for it. But think, calculate it. Think about every move. You know what I'm saying? But like go for it.
And y'all heard it here from our special guest on episode 6, man.
Hey, listen, this the Red Lady.
Yeah, it's
that's
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm right. Wrap this shit up, bro.
It's that, man.
See the messages. What you doing?
Listen, man. It's that.
I'm glad I'm a happily committed man. So
that. And thank you to our special guest for episode 6, Jared Carter, the man behind the Red Lady Rum Punch, and just run it. And as far as your online set, how do they go if they want to place an order?
Man, check me out at www.theredladypunch.com. You can buy on there. If you're in town, St. Pete, Tampa, it's in stores. We're in 40 locations. Also in Georgia, 40 locations. Go pick it up. Pick up a bottle. Once you get the bottle, shake well, pour over ice, enjoy.
And that's how it is, man. That's how he run his thing. Thank you to him. Thank you to AD for always, you know what I'm saying,
man,
bringing the extra.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm not a part of the show.
Honorary voice.
I'm coming in.
Honorary voice.
I'll take it.
I'm bringing a bottle next week.
Y'all ain't got no camera, but y'all can see his voice. So my co-host, the Don, all the time with all the shine, my sister Don Rock. And I'm your host, Mighty Jai. Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Midnight Oil. We will be back next Wednesday night at 9:30. Until then, y'all take care, be blessed, good night, and we will be back next Wednesday night. Take care.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams. Listening to Power Plug Radio.